Gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me, including a new face, are our wonderful Lost Ones. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm the same.
It's been a wild time.
3 a.m. and aroused.
Save us, please. August is getting out of
Please.
us.
Please.
I never made that joke in my campaign.
We're gonna get started. Last we saw the Venatores, the last ones, successfully kidnapping Facilier, questioning him in the prison aboard the Meridian to gain information. Not only were you able to successfully fly back completely undisturbed and unperturbed, for some, maybe some not so mentally, but you were all able to make it back to Magentia on the 15th day of Mechanion, the second month of the chronological year. Having made it there, handing off Facilier to Merlin and Agatha, you met with Arthur, where he has officially knighted you all after giving you a rather very fractionized sum of what was originally promised in this contract, simply due to the world is in chaos right now. Dragons are attacking countries now rather than just temples, and Arthur has just brought you into this knightfold, so to speak, with the understanding and information that the true villain of all this is the god of the dead, Hades, using, of course, these villains that we all know to bring about his evil plots. Having told you all of the other groups, how there are Imagineers and Rogues traveling the mortal and Tartarus plains, all in this grand quest to stop evil. Arthur has petitioned you all to take care of, for lack of a better word, villains like Mordu, Frollo, whatever has become a Shan Yu, because there's just not enough people and hands going around. What I will say then is, as you are all here, Arthur has just given me this, and Nick, as well as Arthur and Agatha, talking to you personally, Marlon, you have just come out of the room. Everyone save Phoebus and Nick, who have gone off. See, Marlon is swimming out in his crystal ball with another small fish next to him. As you all see this, Arthur, you see, just nods to you, Marlon, of course, just, I give you all time. You may dock in the castle as long as you need. Please go around the city to find provisions. We are still, thankfully, rather stocked in our markets, but that may soon change in the coming weeks. So please gather supplies, information as needed before heading out. I must meet with my counselors. As you see, Marlon, you notice Agatha and Merlin look drained. They've just performed some crazy magic that not a lot of you know, though. And they look ready to just go to sleep, but they both give that bow. As the door closes, Arthur gives you a simple salute, just saying, "Good luck, everyone."
A well-needed rest.
The door closes. Starting with the four here, so like Mike, Esmeralda, Barbosa, Marlon, you four are still here. The ship, is actually just up this, central tower anyway. You guys docked, what's the word, Erically?
Vertically?
Vertically? You parked vertically. You parked astrally in the tower, floating. So you can go from the castle down. What would you guys like to do starting off?
Well, I'd like to introduce my son to everyone.
You have a son?
It's
Finally. It's a joke.
Yeah.
You should have.
You mean my main character?
Clownfish.
We are clownfish. We are pretty funny.
Wait. Does Nemo know a joke?
Well, let's have Nemo tell a joke. Go ahead there, buddy. Yeah. So there was this anemone. That one. And it was moving around really slowly and
I walk away.
And then
My
I'm just
son.
gonna listen through all this.
it's okay, son. Take your time. And then this goes on for like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like
Oh.
it's you guys are sitting here coming up on 15-20 minutes. Just okay.
Yeah. As soon as I left that, I like went up.
We'll
So the-
briefly cut. Phoebus and Nick, you guys made it back to the ship first. We're gonna then do that little roleplay. Mike, you'll come in about like 5 minutes after. What do you guys want to do coming back to the ship? It is still part. There's yet to be any official commands from the invisible servants for the ship, so it's just you guys.
So when I got back, I wanted to start working on the glider again.
Try it. Sweet, yes. Go ahead, give me another intelligence raw.
Okay. 13. Sorry, 14.
14. Progress seems to be made as more and more parts no longer fall out when you shake it. But unfortunately, things like what you could assume is like some sort of ignition or trigger. Like you've seen some of these early blunderbuss and revolver guns. Sumani has like been known for them. Zootopia even has slight variations. And so it seems to have these things, but still when triggered, nothing really is sparking and igniting. But the board seems to be assembling decently well.
Perfect.
Phoebus, while you're up here, you know, so Nick has just gone back to the forge area where, you know, he's kind of, it's not like a full room. Your room is still technically the hammock in the crow's nest, but that's where you've been spending a lot of time recently. Phoebus, what are you doing up here?
Knowing where Nick went, I'm gonna follow to the forge.
You walk in, you see
I
just
like shake it a bit.
as black powder kind of spills out from some of the exhaust ports.
Having some difficulty.
No, what do you mean? It looks great. Look, all the parts are still in it.
It's more than we can say for a lot of things right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I keep trying to fix it.
I would like to attempt to intelligence check this as well.
Here's what we're gonna do. I may be taking something from you. I'll see how I like it. Give me. It's gonna see if you can help action it. Give me an intelligence check at disadvantage, though. Again, this is not even normal technology. It's technology a lot of people don't understand yet.
Don't break it.
So at disadvantage an intelligence check, that's a 9.
9.
I've rolled.
I will say
so many
I'm
rolls
not
for
gonna
this
make
thing,
you do
I
it at
haven't
disadvantage.
broken 15.
You haven't. It's tough to because even when you start doing well, there's so much that's gonna go into this. Because this was a rudimentary backup planning kind of thing, where in a good way you maybe are realizing there's stuff you might still need to get. So it's not like oh no, it's not even complete. It's like well, at least I know what I'm not doing.
Right.
You guys starting to look at this, we're actually going to, in this brief cut, as you start doing Esmeralda, you are, sorry, you are watching as this poor little baby fish is trying to
I'm
tell a
listening
joke.
very intently, just, yeah. Oh,
And
good
then
job.
there's this pufferfish that came in,
Oh.
and pufferfish are usually very poisonous, but
Mhm.
actually I met a pufferfish, and he was actually really friendly, and then the pufferfish went inside the big thing with the squiggly things.
See an enemy?
Yeah, that. And
Both of you give me a religion check, if you'd be so kind.
Give me a wisdom
Okay.
saving.
Give me what's to say. This
Rats,
joke
I
is
should have gone more fighter. I would have had proficiency.
so wait,
in
as Nemo or Marlin?
Nemo, or excuse me, just Nemo and just Esmeralda.
Okay.
Barbosa, you're fine. Mike,
Yeah.
you're already going back to the ship.
Well, I don't have my character sheet pulled up, but I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Nemo got a 7.
Really good with kids.
You're great with
Great
kids.
quality, yeah.
It's your son.
Here's what I will say. Esmeralda and Nemo, you both feel an internal a ping. And Nemo, excuse me, Barbosa, you see this. Marlin, you see this. Whereas Marlin's clown stripes normally glow that purple and black, you guys see for half a moment Nemo's stripes kind of pulsate just gently white. Esmeralda, your eyes completely illuminate bluish white, clear. Boom. As you see angelic hands cupped around Nemo, almost in what you could assume, instead of like a laying on of hands, but laying under hands for a fish, something to just give a gentle, shall we say, blessing. It looks very holy as these spectral hands glow. Both of you ping that. Boom. Immediately, though, coming back in, the world seems not to have moved in that second. Suddenly, boom, you're back. Nemo's just stopped telling the joke for some reason.
Marlin's like, go on, son. Finish your joke. What joke? that's so funny, son. And now let's take you on a tour of the ship. I'm so sorry.
Nemo, you know for a fact, whatever joke you could have been telling is gone. But something strange just happened. No one else really saw what was going on, but you sense that divine presence in that half a moment. As the chat's going wild. With that, though, Marlin, we're going to roll a history check real quick. This is rather important.
Okay, crap if this is important.
Marlin
Dice! Marlin Dice! Oh, wait. History?
A natural 13.
I have advantage on history.
That's always good.
Okay, now I have to go all the way out of Nemo, into Marlin.
Oh, Nemo separate sheet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, 2 13s. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. A lot just happened in that room. You are not sure entirely what happened, but you know something innately celestial, shall we say, expanded outwards. You knew some of the risks. No one else yet knows what you did. No one on stream, no one here. This was just Marlin's choice. Something, though, definitely has shifted. And you're not entirely sure what that means yet. Even on a Dirty 20, something in the world is now interesting, to say the least.
Could I make a religion check? On both my patron and on the celestial ethereal plane.
Yes, you can. Just kind of trying to reach out to see what could be different.
Wait, do I have advantage on religion?
I do not believe... Oh, you do! Good job.
Track something, right?
This time it's a 21.
21.
9 plus 7.
14 plus 7. Wait.
Marlin, with the world, you feel this energy because it seems almost necrotic. Remembering, of course, that necromancy is not inherently evil, it is merely the type of magic in dealing with life and death. Something necrotic has shifted from this choice, and you know that whatever is now in the world, it's nothing that your patron really senses. Rather, anyone really in tune, like warlocks, clerics, people that have that innate, like, magical bond with, you know, this very, like, ethereal magic, might be able to sense this. For better or for worse. Gosh, the chat's making fun of me because I did say the world has somehow shifted, and it's warm and real and bright, and all at once everything is different now that I see you. I get it. A whole new world, or at last I see
Don't
the
you
light.
dare close your eyes.
Yeah, like all of Disney lyrics sound the same. It's a Disney campaign. Sue me. No, don't sue me. Wait. We don't own any of these properties.
Disney bust down the door. They got big old ears.
FBI, open up!
So this is what I'm going to say. You guys have this, so the party as a whole, you now have this mission, so to speak, from Arthur in like, hey, let's track down these villains, stop them before they start. Might be hard. They've already started doing stuff. Excuse me, but I will say you are all low on a lot of supplies. There, it's not just your like magical reserves. Physically, Terry had to throw out a month's worth of food that just kind of kept going bad on the ship. That's something. The ship was well stocked when you found it in Thebes, because again, it was supposed to be that prize ship. You might have to get supplies, so to speak, before going out of town.
Let's do that.
So we're actually then going to go to Mike. You're the next one to reach the ship. You're able to see, again, from the main deck, the forge doors open. Phoebus and Nick are like looking at the board in there, or that thing they were working on, that you've seen actually for the past couple weeks.
Cool. So I walk in there and I'm like, hey guys, so quick update. We are out of everything, so we gotta restock in town. Marlon has his kid back. I guess they did some big magic and brought somebody back from the dead, I guess. And...
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't help me either. All they had to do was open a door.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we can go get some food and I guess go fight
Phoebus,
some demons.
give me a...
Do you want to try and talk
Insight.
to them see if they can open a door for you to get back to wherever
They
you
already
go?
left.
Oh.
14.
14. You're not sure what kind of door he's talking about. If it's a magical door or not. It might be beyond the magic you currently have. But you at least know Mike's not talking about a physical door. Or maybe he is, but not in the sense we normally think.
Well, see,
Also,
this is what I'm
clownfish
talking
aren't
about.
funny.
Quick, before they get on deck. They're not
I
funny.
don't ask the kid to tell a joke. He's still going.
I never ask a kid to tell me a joke. That sounds horrible.
I want to know a joke.
Why
Your face.
can't you, See, this is what I'm talking about, Mike. You need to be more assertive with people of power. Because what are they going to do? Stab you, throw you in jail? Because then you can get angry and just kill them. So I'm new to this whole hero thing.
Theo's just standing above both of you, looking down.
This fox person, this
So,
one-eyed goblin. Just,
This thing, can I roll to...
Yes, you can. Go for
Hold
it.
on. With this,
Or
it's-
bored.
Just a flat
A 2.
A 2. That's a surfboard.
This board thing...
It's been impossible
subject
so far.
change, yeah.
Well, it's far outside my expertise.
But,
That's for certain.
impossible
yeah,
so
so-
far.
Do we want to go get the food and come back? They did say we could stay at the castle as long as
Yeah.
necessary.
So,
Alright, so us three go get food, the rest wait here.
I think the others will probably make their way after the kid finally ends the joke, but...
Yeah, canonically, the joke is still going on right now.
We're
That's-
still walking, and he's still talking.
when
Wait, are we walking to the ship?
Have you ever had a dream?
When you
Have you ever had a
we
dream
need
that
to-
you thought would
we
be
need
that
to
you?
catch
Oh,
Okay! Let's
And we
get
got
that going.
You do so much
Are
that
we
you
heading
can
to
do
the bow?
anything.
Not the bow, the
I just go down a rope.
the steering
So
wheel
are
of
we
the
headed
ship.
to the ship? Or are we
You
going-
head to the helm.
The helm.
The helm of the ship. Go ahead. You can use your action. What would you like to command the ship to do?
Buddies, prepare to head out to resupply.
Sails unfurling, oars being brought out. Cannons battening down. Go ahead. So I will say the three of you, since you're the ones that will be going.
Oh, are you leaving us?
Terry.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I guess Terry's technically with you guys as well. Jack's below deck. To go out though, go ahead. Give me an investigation check, just to start looking around for,
Natural 20.
Don't leave
19.
Jack alone with
First
the
one
ship.
of the session.
Nice.
No, I rolled a natural 20 in the very beginning.
That was
Second
how
one,
she
100%.
saw what was
Don't
going on
leave
with
Jack
Venatores.
alone on the ship for
Um,
too long. Oh man.
It was actually the first one was
Phoebus,
the session.
looking out across Magentia. Again, Magentia spreads out in these rings of buildings. Closer in than normal, there is a larger building rising just a little bit above the normal Magentian skyline, shall we say. And it sticks out to you because on the face of it is this giant cartoonishly smiling Aarakocran duck with a top hat and a monocle.
Well, Let's go. Buddies.
Hey, are you just gonna leave? Okay.
Ship
Oh, yeah.
coming in hard
Oh,
to
yeah,
starboard,
right,
pulling
the
away.
session I was gone.
You start flying over to this department store, which, I mean, it looks like one because it looks like it has a lot of shops connected.
They just left us.
You guys, like, come up to the top of the tower. I'll say the 4 of you that were, and Terry,
Phoebus!
coming in. You see the ship just, like, pulling away.
Jack is
Not, like, fast. You see it's more just in that slow descent into the city. So you guys could, like, follow. It's just following on foot is going to be a lot longer.
Where are they going? Dad, where?
Wait a minute, is Jack with them?
That's a giant ship in the sky. I thought they were supposed to be in the ocean. Well, son. There's a long story about that.
I'm not gonna listen to this. And I start heading out. I ask for a horse so I can catch up.
Got it.
Wait a minute. We can't move. We kind of need your.
Hold on, I pick up
Roll.
the fishbowl. The same thing, take off the hat. With the hat on. Back from Germany.
I love
You have this giant fishbowl on your head, and the hat on top of the fishbowl.
The tentacles wrap around like a strap.
It really does, yeah. So because like it's
a
a
bicycle
Bike
helmet.
helmet.
this is
Feathered
an
hat on top.
arcane focus cylinder or sphere. So yeah, it's got no flat sides. So you just tentacle into a little bonnet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
shifty pirates would store cannonballs on their head. Can't imagine the concussion.
You guys can head up, and yes, you know, finding like the royal stable, just like a quick horse to borrow to ride out.
I'll bring it back.
As you guys go, Nick, as you're flying in, before you get to the department store, you're going to get a message.
You've got mail.
I have voices in my head.
Massage.
Mike helped send off a sending spell, as you remember. Just in that quick note, here's what you get back. Hi, Nick, period. Not a great time, comma. Where are you, question mark? What happened, question mark? I need to sort things out in Sumani, period. Contact Snow and Bell, period.
Who's Snow? Oh, Snow White.
Snow White.
I was
You-
thinking like Hunger Games for some reason.
Oh, that's not.
President Snow.
That's not Disney, is it?
No.
Disney? Yeah, Snow White.
Have your
And
tendrils reach that
I
far?
will say, Belle, you're actually not entirely sure who that is. You've never really heard that name before. Just because it's the first name of someone you've never heard the first name of yet.
Right.
But this is the sending you get back after sending this out. Mike, you have yet to get anything back from yours.
Cool.
Let me make sure. Yes. Bum. Okay. So yes, sorry, just making sure sending that back from the other
Sorry.
parties. You guys touch down. What you see is this is another McDuck's Magical Menagerium. Just a general department store. This one specializes in animals, is what you're seeing, but it has, again, classic, shall we say, Stuff Mart vibes from
Stuff
our world.
Mart.
Stuff Mart.
Buy less, save more.
Buy less, save more. You know, you can find really anything you need here in terms of supplies. So I'll ask the three of you, being the first to the store, is there anything in particular you're going to want to get first?
So my fancy suit.
Mhm.
Does it give me any AC or is it just like clothes?
Just invisibility.
Okay, so I need to like find armor and stuff.
Yes, it would be finding armor
Especially right
that
now.
could help.
Could
I'm gonna buy food.
Yeah.
Cool. You can go to the clothing and armor department. You'll go to the food. What are you thinking, Mike? Or is it like, I'll just stick with them for now, or is there something you want?
I kind of just want to wander around
Looking
and
for
like
doors.
look around just the store in general, see if there's anything cool.
Sweet. Go ahead.
Like if
Give
there's a trinket shop.
I'll hang
Yeah,
out with,
I like
I'll
that.
go with Mike.
for now. Sweet. Both of you then can give me investigation checks. They'll be like your group. Phoebus, go ahead and give me
I know
investigation
my
as
passive
well.
is 19.
Yeah, so you'll do much better even on your passive, just in looking around.
Alright,
24?
24.
Expertise.
Natural
Oh, you
19.
took expertise in it.
I
thought you went the observant feat.
Nah.
No, that's one of my favorite feats.
Oh yeah, same here.
These are my favorite feats.
Nice.
Gross.
They're the
What
only
about
ones I
this?
have.
It's cold.
Close second.
Bring that out.
Alright, you're
Please.
by all
Please.
means. I'm not gonna stop you.
16. Not bad. I mean, on a passive and just like everything. You guys are going to find some cool stuff. We're going to start with Phoebus. Phoebus, you go and you find the general supplies, I guess is a great way to put it. This is like food for adventurers, food for parties. Like, especially like some of the stuff might even be like high-end, either flash frozen or flash salted like foods and stuff, because it's easier than to like repackage or just like, okay, I gotta feed 50 people. Cool. Here's a frozen little stick of food. Eat it. Go.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me
Before
a.
I probably passed him a platinum before we.
Yeah, like
Okay,
hey, to pay.
Yeah.
Awesome plot.
Go ahead. Give me a
Casually.
perception check as you are starting to look around.
Whom?
For you,
Okay.
whomst
Whom? Is I.
the Frenchiest fry.
Then bounced off an natural 20, so down someone. An 8.
Don't
8.
stab someone, please.
You find there's a lot of new stuff. Some of the stuff, fun fact, is starting to be packaged in what we know as brand labels. So for example, you're finding like what?
Nothing. I can't see a thing that you just did.
Good. Don't look. It's secret. Let me go back to chat. You're finding like McDuck brand good value stuff.
Great value.
No, good value, of course, because it's good.
It's great.
It's pretty good. You're finding good value foods. You're finding also, of course, like some of the more like head name. You've actually heard of these before, Phoebus, being from Sumani. A lot of oligarchs, for lack of a better term, make a lot of bank selling big stuff like this. So you're finding there is some great, like it's called Chef's Cuisine, is the brand name of like, hey, they're supposed to be fancy meals, but they're easy rations for soldiers. As you're finding all this stuff, we are going to
Oh shoot, I know who his character is.
cut away to a dark, ethereal blackness. Reaching out, cold, gripping, and biting, you feel nothing. And then you feel something. You feel a light. And you see a strange pull as you feel body, mind, and spirit push forward and see something very odd. The face of one you trusted so much, now emblazoned in black ink on cardboard. As that rage fills you, Phoebus, I need you to roll initiative. Please roll me initiative as well.
This was my second guess of who he was. Hearing
Alright,
what you talked
alright.
to me about.
Wait, what was your first guess?
He said it.
What a way to enter the campaign. That's not one.
That one. Phoebus.
23.
Statistically, you can only go up from you.
See the shadow come behind you, and you see something reflected in this glass and shadow like an arm raising above with something in its hand. And as you turn, something coming down. Go ahead and describe your character for us, Lincoln.
I just like casually just turn around.
As you casually turn around, you see, moving kind of hard, like hands kind of almost stuck up, is a cardboard cutout of chef's, what is it?
Chef Special
Chef
Cuisine.
Special Cuisine, Gusto. And as you look at it, the two-dimensional cardboard cutout kind of inflates and becomes a warforged made out of cardboard as I take a step forward. Chef Gusto! What am I wearing? Chef Special. And I look over and I see like the freezer section where the flash food is, and I'm like, what? No, what? Why is this here, not in the restaurant? I don't. What is going on here?
I'm just shopping.
Chef Gusteau's microwave burrito cardboard cutout, holding a giant frying pan with a picture of a burrito on it. Now, slowly like expand. You know, like how wet cardboard kind of like morphs into that weirder 3D shape. Phoebus, you see what looked to have been a stand by some of the food, you know, and that like, hey, try our new burritos. Whatever.
It's like putting puts the burrito back in the freezer.
I lower the frying pan, which, by the way, as I filled out and became three-dimensional, the frying pan, you can tell, became a full cast iron frying pan, and the burrito that was on it splattered on the floor as a real burrito. So if you want, where am I?
The McDuck department store in Magenta.
Oh, my favorite. I'm hungry.
Where's Paris?
Just give me a history check, Gusteau.
This is my favorite thing.
It's one of the best things to happen, honestly.
That's 23.
A 23. You've been to Magenta once on like a cooking competition thing that was like, it wasn't like a broadcast, it was more like a invite only. Yeah, like France is, you know, couple 100 miles, you know, southwest. You're not one of the last things. Well, actually, I will ask you, Gusteau. What was some of the last tangible memories maybe you had?
I think one of the last memories that I really have is, honestly, probably talking to the other, not chefs, but like the other managers at the restaurant. You know, Skinner and the thumb guy and all that. You know, just kind of saying, like, just like, almost like a normal day, right? Whereas just talking to them and just saying like, hey, like, you know, we gotta keep it up. We did lose our 2 stars, so you know we need to earn those back.
1 star. You don't know about the 2nd star yet.
All right, because it was 4 and then
Yes,
that's correct. We lost the 1 star.
You went from a 5 star. Again, the star ratings is something very new in Desania as a whole. It was that like
So
again
no Michelin stars.
in the past century, food cuisine has become a thing we can enjoy. You know, it's no longer, hey, eat a ration before we go to war with another country. We're all at peace, right? Like, let's make something nice. You, again, seeing this, all of these chefs look distraught, though. It is maybe something like that stuck in your memory of, like, picking them together. As you were sitting in your office, everything going on, you felt the world slowly go dark. As you were looking at recipes, receipts, books, and then you're here. Chef Gusteau.
You pulled a flat Stanley on him.
It's a flat Stanley. Yes, Phoebus, you see this again, this now very animated cardboard cutout, looking around, half melted frozen burrito just on the floor.
Do I recognize who he is or who his depiction is?
You can give me a history check if you'd be so kind.
I would love to. 18.
18. This is a cardboard cutout. I mean, you've heard of like Chef Gusteau, very famous about a decade ago, like in the height of his prime was really when a lot of this was happening. And it looks like, but here's the thing, the cardboard cutout still feels very animated, right? Like the cardboard still like crinkles a little bit as the head moves. You see like, whereas this like chef's hat and like the apron has like this burrito is like, you know, fresh chef's special cuisine burritos on it. Doesn't mean much, right? But he seems to be like spitting image of this dude.
Looks from the cardboard cutout to all the frozen food back. You can cook, right?
Anyone can cook.
Good. Would you like to come with me? I have some friends who would love to meet you.
I look over and it's like, you know, it's like in Great Mart where they have like the lights inside the freezer section.
Yeah.
And I look and I see my cardboard reflection and just rows and rows and rows of the frozen chef's meals. Yes. I'll come.
Perfect. I go to the other out of the freezer section to the whole food section and the produce. And then I just buy a bunch of raw food materials for him.
I think I suggest what to buy though.
Oh yeah, suggest what to buy. I pay for it.
No, of course. My pockets
You're like,
are
This
real
like
pockets.
cardboard
It's
wallet. Ooh, this.
Sir, you have
I
to
take
pay
it.
for him.
Oh, we'll get to
that
that.
is
yeah.
slavery.
Chat says he did it. He said it. Show's over.
Thank you.
Who still said it? That's the
Said-
stream. Mike and Nick, as you guys are looking around, you don't see Phoebus for a while. With this stuff, what you're finding is some cool like spell component stuff that's like, okay, we'll probably want these since a lot of us use magic.
A snuggie.
You do a Thmeed.
That's important.
Wait, no,
Art
maybe.
supplies. You
Not
find
blue
some
sky?
cool art supplies actually. What I will say on like these 1619
Really? Yeah, Lorax.
for like a silver piece, these are fine quality, like new brushes and paints. That honestly, Mike, as any artist knows, like after a while, like brushes, like they can become like what you need, but there's always something nicer. Like I need a clean brush where like I'm trying to do intricate stuff. As well as near this art section, you're finding these, and Nick, you're also starting to see there is some armor here. Is there any armor in particular you would be looking for? You got the higher 19 with your passive. As Mike, you're starting to look at this. Is there anything you would try to quickly pick on it?
I mean, is there anything magical?
Oh, jeez.
Here's
That
what.
you can afford.
Got 500 gold ones.
Yeah, I mean, you've got enough gold. Here's what I will tell you.
Wasn't it
Hey,
300?
you don't know the currency.
He already had gold.
Ah, right.
I've
Selling
been
drugs.
pulling some side jobs.
You've
He's
been
been selling
pulling.
drugs on the street.
There's your classic leathers, like light and medium armor, which is perfect for you.
have a shelf.
As most heavy armor, Nick, already is like you're not gonna find this in a general stuff mart.
The general stuff mart.
You know, in McDuck's market, there's not like the crazy stuff. There is, of course, like studded leather, but I think you already have that.
I have regular leather.
You have regular. There is studded leather here, and there is also scale mail. It
I don't
does
think I can wear scale.
scale mail. It is a medium armor. So I don't think you could anyway. But yeah, the studded leather. This would be a 12 then plus your dex for AC. And of course, with McDuck's prices, it's only 40 gold pieces.
I mean, on the other hand, I was planning on multi-classing into paladin.
Well, the secret's out.
Everyone.
So
I mean,
I might
want to
look at that scale mail. Be like, oh, this.
From this point
I'll
on.
look at Mike. I'll be like, this is what heroes wear, right?
What is shit? Still
Yeah. I only know Phoebus.
You think Phoebus? Yeah, he's got bigger armor. Sure. That sounds about right.
He's got stuff made of metal. He's like the only hero.
I will say the scale mail also is something where it would be able to fit under your suit for the yeah, like normal, like if you're talking like plate, chain, you know, like actual paladin more type armor, it's something you would have to get commissioned or ask for, and that's not going to fit with the suit.
Right.
So like a scale mail would.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'll take it.
The scale mail again for McDuck prices is also only 40 gold pieces.
Yes.
Everything here, you buy more, save less, but at the same time, everything's undercut prices. McDuck knows how to run big businesses.
Wait, buy more, save less.
Buy more, save less. McDuck.
Carry the one.
Can I
may not be
just
dumb.
send like a sending spell? Because I assume that they would be together.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna send one to Esmeralda and be like, "Hey, do you guys need anything?"
You guys are about 5 minutes away now from the department store. Riding on the horse.
Sorry.
No, that's
Didn't
amazing.
notice.
You're good.
Why? No, I'm okay.
I can't predict the future, so I'm not
Are the
gonna say
others
that,
with
so nothing.
We're just heading to your way.
I will say this. After a couple minutes, you guys start picking up. You can grab these supplies. You can grab the scale. These supplies actually are slightly magical, Mike, as you will be able to draw 2 images on one page, and you can shift it back and forth as you look. It's some fancy stuff. It's light illusionary magic put into the paints, but for 1 silver for the whole set, it's not bad. All of you converge.
What the frick did you leave us?
You guys see, entering in,
Out with the boys.
Mike and Nick, you guys are now near the front of the store. You've got like your supplies in hand. You guys, so like Marlon, Nemo, Barbosa, Esmeralda, walk in, kind of looking. All of you see Phoebus with this giant cardboard. Like,
I would like to think, as I'm getting used to being in the body, it's still creasing and it's obviously still
Yes,
cardboard,
like-
but it's less like flopping and like it's becoming more fluid.
starting to like see the fluidity come forth.
Wait,
It's
is
almost
that
worse.
would I know of the Chef Gusteau?
Everyone here can now roll me a history check about the Chef
Screw it.
Gusteau.
I'm
Alright,
using secrets from a past life on this because like
Not me.
I have no idea.
who
No,
knows?
nothing.
Maybe Barbosa visited France one time.
You were the
Purpose.
guy you were the thumb guy.
Oh no! Yeah, wait.
He killed a man
Yeah,
with
this
that
thumb. The veto on Jack's mutiny.
Was
This
it history?
History, yeah.
That's a
solid
D12,
five.
not
Solid
a
five.
D20.
Not
20.
Gosh
Oh
dang
my
it. Stop
goodness.
rolling that 20. I'm gonna restrict your dice.
You should see me at another game.
Gosh. Alright. Mike, what'd you get?
My dice vanished.
Uh-oh. Do you want to use Marlin dice?
Looks like you're going to the
Well,
shadow
no,
realm,
just the-
Jimbo.
Oh, the
Dice.
couch probably ate it.
Oh, the
Looks
I
like
rolled and then it went over the edge, and so it's probably in my bag somewhere.
Looks like you're
the
going to
mimic.
Would you like to borrow a dice? Here, roll this one. Trust it.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Hey, that's
That's one of its most normal rolls.
What am I
Roll
rolling?
History check. It's like,
The 15.
yeah, 15.
Nemo got 14 and Marlin got 16.
16.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Barbosa, you know this. Most of you,
know
like,
this guy.
it's like that offhand knowledge of, yeah, one of the pioneers of, like, this new term called fine dining. Yeah, Chef Gusteau from France. He wrote, like, a lot of books about the stuff. He did things. But what I will say for all of you, this is not a flesh and blood person, though. Because, again, you all know, I'll say, Barbosa, you know this. Esmeralda, you could have assumed, but maybe you didn't, like, know offhand. Chef Gusteau sadly passed away almost, like, 10 years ago. Like, it was a whole thing, and everyone's like, oh, this pioneer of, like, good cooking just, you know, taken in his time. And
Chef Gusteau.
Yes.
And this is a
Yes.
cardboard cutout.
What
I
is
was
that?
gonna look
Meets
up at you.
the frozen
Wow.
burrito
Do you
advertising
guys
cardboard
swim up
of the great
Well,
Chef
Marlin's gonna
Gusteau.
stop.
I'm sorry.
Can I
what?
try to see if he has a soul? I'm adding that to the book. Does
That's fair, honestly. Like, wait, this is just a cardboard cutout. Is this thing...
the soul of
alive?
Gusteau?
Give me a religion check. Do so, though, with disadvantage. As
Oh.
I don't think you've ever tried to divine a soul from cardboard before.
I only know the absence of a soul.
Yeah, right. It's like, if something doesn't have a soul, it's easy enough.
That's 2.
That's a 2. It's a moving piece of
I'm
cardboard.
trying to smile at you, but like
It's
the
crazy.
cardboard doesn't really allow me to move my mouth a lot. So
Oh,
it's
that's
just like
creepy.
There's this, like,
So-
smile that
Are you the Chef Gusteau?
of course. But
What's your last major memory?
I was in my office. I'm not gonna try to do the accent. I'm gonna butcher it, but I was in my office and I just met.
This
the
used to be my
staff,
office.
and everything faded.
Knowing how he passed moving
Marlin?
cardboard. Okay, the story checks out. So this is the Chef Gusteau.
Marlin, you can give me a history check if you'd be so kind.
Alright.
You don't know you're made out
I
of
have
cardboard.
advantage, thank
I
goodness.
You do.
Yes.
Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13.
13. As in someone who died and is now back.
I'm going to make a religion check.
Or the world's like soul radar. I'm adding that.
I
to
want to see if he's, anything evil.
Yeah, no,
or
I mean,
made from anything evil. at
you
least.
got a high enough, like, wait a
The
second.
cardboard is haunted, but not by me.
Could I make an
Who
arcana
brought
check
you
on it?
back,
Yes,
big
you
man?
can.
I don't know. I was
Okay,
drifting in nothingness.
I'm adding that to the quote book.
It was-
We
it was
use
the-
the soul
And
radar.
now you cardboard.
26.
Now I'm cardboard.
This thing seems, it's not like evil, it's not like a better divine sense like paladins have, but Marlon, in reaching out, shoot, this could be one of them that was a side effect.
Nemo, I don't want you to go anywhere near this thing. Oh, come on, Dad.
Hey, it's a
only
person.
Cardboard.
It's a
In
person.
you are both
Wait.
like in a ball.
Technically a
I don't
person.
think wherever you go, he goes. So I don't think you. I'm just saying that's kind of difficult.
I think this might actually be the Chef Gusto. You know how my sorry. I'm gonna.
Well, Phoebus has paid me to be your chef.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
It
Hold on.
appears
I'm gonna
will be
lean down to
accompanied.
Marlon and be like,
You got
"Nemo,
paid?
Nemo, if you,
He gave me a full platinum piece. I'm kidding. No.
Oh, yeah. I'll just close my lips and be like,
That's a thank you, lad.
That's a lot!
You know how
Say
my
anything.
soul was plucked from the ethereal back into my body?
Am I allowed? Is that not allowed?
Would it be nice to something else?
You guys see a random orc lady has come up. You see she's wearing this like navy red, that very maroon like apron t-shirt combo. Just well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are you checking out? Can we
Did
come?
you get sorted meats and
Better.
all right.
And then I hold up multiple bags of like food and
I
raw
would help him
stuff.
carry them, but even
I
frying
assume that they
pan is
paid,
too bad.
that they were.
Did you already?
Let's go pay.
That's good.
Yes.
I don't need clothes.
Right.
I think.
Everything together is
I'm
going
happy
to
with that.
run you. So the 40 gold pieces for the armor. It's going to be about 10 gold pieces for all the supplies, but this will be a month's worth of supplies of fresh ingredients.
Done.
Hey, McDuck.
As well as Mike,
That's
silver
cheaper than
piece for a
now.
magical paint set. And what I will say is I will tack on 5 silver pieces for then just a lot of general
Tax.
magic supplies, tags. Like it's that like McDuck, while he won't like charge for the items the full price, there's other hidden fees / of course, oh man, I really should stock up on some dirt of a cursed man's soul for my spell. Right, little stuff like that for all of you.
Last time I did that, people died. Twice.
So with all that though, paying through this, I mean, all of you can easily pay this. Gusto, you're strapped for cash, but again, you're more just like being hired on, so to speak, right now.
As of yet, I don't know if I have to eat, so I'm not super worried about it.
It's like, wait, can I taste what I cook?
I'm adding that to the list. Can I taste?
Can I taste? Here's what I will say, ladies and gentlemen. So as you are all picking up your supplies, the Meridian is still parked kind of in the air outside the store. Is there anything else people want to do before we start heading back to the ship and like role playing of like next to do? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Is there any way I can, Marlin can contact Merlin or the king without having to go there? I mean,
Time to go to
write a
stuff like
note.
sending can do so, but that would be like from Mike. Yeah, like beyond that, like sending snail mail, carrier doves, stuff like that still works. But it's like going out finding a post office doing that.
Okay. Marlin does trust Mike, so he's going to set Nemo in another container of water and talk to Mike privately.
Thirsty.
Sure.
Did we just give him another ball?
Oh yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
So, You could go buy like another arcane crystal ball for me.
And I would probably, and
Nemo a
I assume
caster?
Phoebus would also probably make sure that the animals had food as well.
Yes, that's part of the 10 goal is like a general oats wheat supply for
the
your
animals.
for Achilles the horse, for Kid the goat.
And Jack.
Here's what I'll say in the chat. No, it was an orc cashier.
Yes.
Not everything's Disney. Sometimes they're NPCs.
Also, money. Not money. Money.
So what I will say, you can knock off 40 gold pieces, but you will get another, just like yours, Marlin. Of it will bump up the AC. It will do that, and so Nemo can have his own
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
crystal ball.
Also, orcs are Disney canon.
Wait,
Orcs
really?
are Disney canon, yeah.
Yeah. Onward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
So
That was my bad.
yeah, onward.
Okay.
So you can do that, yes, and so you can ask Mike specifically this thing you wanted to do.
So, the whole thing with Nemo being revived, that is coming from a very special sense of magic that I had from Merlin very nicely. And I think there were some side effects, including maybe some reanimation of cardboard objects.
Like look over, see
So-
Gusto.
So
I'm
kind of like.
I'm like trying to like get closer. Like
And
without
I know since you can send messages through magic, I was wondering if you could send a message to the king for me.
Couldn't we just sail back? Oh wait.
Short
We're on a
Oh, yeah,
tight
right.
schedule.
It's like you've already started kind of like heading
Yeah.
from the castle. It would just make sense, like, hey, let's send back and then just keep going.
Yeah, so I kind of just, magic side effects, aka break spell, time bubble, your spell, and then I draw a picture of, with an arrow, now alive.
This chef now alive. Yeah, you can send that off. You paint this, write this down using like the script. Send it off. Here's what you guys get back.
With an oops.
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 You
Not
send
evil.
this to Merlin. Merlin sends back, not evil, question mark.
Yeah.
Then, comma, don't kill, question mark.
Don't kill question.
Your
Kill it?
best guess, have fun with it.
I'd like to do another one.
have
Others
25
evil
words each.
question mark.
Evil question.
Should we be scared?
Merlin, all you get back is, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You get an easy send of yes.
So if we encounter anyone who's supposed to be dead that's not this one, that could be evil,
Kill him.
then be afraid.
Well, you haven't
Marlon,
killed me
you
yet.
know, the risks were very low. Again, Nemo was not evil. The part of hell you open up in theory isn't like the bad place, right? Like it's not like, oh no, we opened up the pits of damnation, but you can't be sure. And so I mean, Gusto, yeah, he's the first one out. This dude now made of cardboard seems okay, possessing this new form on the material plane, but you're not sure what could come of it yet. But now Merlin and therefore Arthur, Agatha all know about this, and that's good to send off.
So yeah, while Marlin and Mike are having this like private conversation, Nemo's just talking to Gusto. So have you always been cardboard?
No, this is new as of 30
Do you
minutes.
Why
also
did you
eat
put your son
cardboard?
in a cup?
No, I eat good foods. I make ratatouille. I make
Well, your food
Scooting
comes from
across the
cardboard
Oh,
boxes.
ratatouille.
Flesh.
Lovely
Shh.
dish.
I think Nemo, when he says that, kind of like Gusto's made out of cardboard, but you can kind of see him like twitch, like he's like, it's a kid and it's a fish. Like, no, I run a very high class restaurant. All food is good food, but the food I make is the best food. It is not from freezers.
Oh, so you can make cardboard taste good then?
You ever heard of sushimi?
What's up, kid?
Nemo's gonna make a history check. Plus.
Oh no!
what I became in my last life.
Yeah, that was a dirty 20. Swims away. Daddy, help me!
As Nemo in the cup, because they're bringing out the crystal ball from the back.
I just pick up the cup and I like dump it in the new crystal balls, seal it.
I don't want to go near that thing anymore.
We will next go to Mike and then finally Esmeralda. Mike.
Oh yeah. So now that I have the paints, I kind of like look at Gusto, and I'm like, how like animated is he? If I was to use these magic paints to kind of like
Clean him up or something?
kind of make him look more normal in a way, and the fact that they're like magical and they can like shift
Yeah.
and things, kind of help with like the. And
You
if
could.
that with anything else like mending or anything of that sort, just like a combination of
Just
magics,
replaces the card book and a back.
Here's what I'll say. We'll do a couple.
make it seem more of a natural so that he could do like facial expressions. at
This is
least.
going to be This will come later, is what I'll say, because it'll
Yeah,
take some
like on
time.
the ship while we're.
You can
flying
do some
around.
checks though and start making you look humanoid. That's totally possible. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
Mike, you think that's totally possible? And that, like, okay, this dude is cardboard, but like, little paint, little contour here and there, and he's
Well, I
the
mean, like,
person.
there are only
And I-
2 people normal in this entire party. The 2 humans.
She's not human.
I'm
Oh, you're
pretty
Yeah,
okay
she's
with
a
every
Genasi.
single-
One
Genasi.
human.
Nice.
One.
I'm pretty okay with most stuff.
I mean, I'm
I
human.
need the Mexican whatever just
Yeah.
I just came back. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Just like
We're both
get rid of
human.
the
I'm just a little rotting. What's wrong with that? I've added that
Just-
to the list.
burritos.
Burrito.
just like a nice white, chef's attire.
Yeah, like making you look presentable. This is how you change clothes. It's
Yeah, I was
painting.
gonna say, I'm gonna come up to you like every morning and be like, I want to wear shorts today.
I was feeling khakis, Hawaiian shirt,
Zip off
blues.
pants.
Right.
Chef Cousteau and Guy Fieri outfit.
Yo!
Fun fact, that is what Chad has been asking is, can Gusto go to Flavortown, the Great Beyond?
He's been to Flavor
He's been to Flavortown and come back.
So wait, if he gets wet, is he just like dead?
Oh, well, you don't know what
Crap.
your vulnerabilities may or may not
I
be
know.
yet.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate.
Don't let it rain.
Here's what I will say, though. I know everyone's messaging me, but Esmeralda,
Yes.
you were one of the last ones. What would you like to do?
I would like to find. I know most of the temples are probably destroyed, but she wants to go to a temple that has some forms of clerical supplies. She needs it now.
Okay. For these supplies, go ahead, make me just like a base investigation.
Okay.
Because there is the store here and there is the ship too. You never know what you might find.
Yeah, I would assume
it's
I'd maybe found a
420.
couple leftover sticks of incense, but
Yeah, right. It's you need real supplies now.
Yeah.
It's 420.
Well, that's not good.
What'd you get?
I
That no-
got. Is that what investigation? That's an 8.
that's an 8. Chat says, "Go, little cleric, go."
I'm trying.
Esmeralda, you find on the ship there was some stuff. You've been spending more time in Lily's room than
Pepper
anyone.
stick.
Right? A few like sticks of incense, maybe
Yeah.
some like holy-ish water. Nothing like actually.
Holy-ish.
It's like this will
Holy
not
water
work
light.
against fiends, but like
Watered
for like
down.
spell stuff, yeah, this is gonna help.
What if we filled your ball with holy water?
And it will burn
It would
Marlin.
burn Marlin.
Marlin just starts cooking while Nemo starts glowing. Sushimi, really? No.
I
Here's
don't think
where
we can drink it either.
we'll have fun.
'Cause that'll just
There's
burn.
like
This is a
starter kits
spicy
of
whiskey.
most major classes in McDuck. Like your barbarian starter kit, a classic great axe, some armor, everything for a lump sum. So if you want, McDuck sells a cleric starting kit for 30 gold pieces, which will come pre-packed with basic clerical spells. Once you start getting higher though, it's like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to look for stuff. This is like, oh yeah, this is gonna have your classic like holy thing based off of your godly preference. There's not a ton of stuff actually right
I
now.
don't even have 30 gold. I gave my gold back
Back to
to
Arthur.
and I said, send that to Corona.
You did. And so that's there. So
Nah.
Platinum is 10, right?
platinum is worth 10 gold.
I have 17 gold on me.
So
I
that's
could
what you
lend
find.
the-
She's trying not to let other people know that she's delved into cleric.
It's still a
This
very
is
like
something
new.
that she's done in her own personal time of like studying the diaries of
Gotcha.
It's kind of like, well,
Lily
if
and
Phoebus is doing this, everyone's starting to find their own little personal like niche, and it's not like, hey guys, look what I'm doing. It takes time. You want to be
Guys,
sure
look,
of this.
Look, I can heal paper cut.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and make me a religion check real quick.
Cool.
Yikes.
Oh gosh. Okay, that's way better.
Nick's gonna ask you, how does someone like you even begin to start casting spells?
One sec.
One sec.
That's a
Phoebus, how does
13.
someone like you
13.
begin to start casting
You
spells?
feel something in the back of your mind
Was it
of
a
just
desire?
like, I could just take the supplies. Would my goddess approve of taking the supplies? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. It's always that natural when you're like at a store and you're like, well, is today the day I turn to a life of crime? But no, I will say that's just what you get in the back of your head.
Never had that thought before.
I've
had that
it will happen
constantly.
one day. Not like again. Not major things, ladies and gentlemen. I hope no one's come up to make that looks
Should
at
I
like
stab this guy in the kidneys?
stab him in the kidneys.
Oh,
take
I've
his
already
wallet.
had that feeling before.
I'm saying
If
there
you go
will
through it,
there
they'll
will
shoot
come a
you
day
in
where
the
you're
heart.
like, oh shoot, I could totally just take a Snickers and walk out of here. Who's gonna
That
stop
is-
me? And then you have to stop and go, oh, I
fight
don't think I'm
myself
gonna do
every
that.
day.
I will stop myself.
Oh good.
You were.
So,
I'm kind of like sitting there and I'm gonna like, can I pray to Lily to know the answer to that question?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make me official religion check.
Yeah, I really gotta
you.
get proficiency.
Quick question: what are we flavoring the crystal ball as armor?
Yes, it is a type of armor. I will tell you exactly. I had it open here real quick. I
That's
forgot.
a 14.
14. Well done. Marlin, or excuse me, for Nemo.
The answer's no.
Also,
If you,
I
I'm
never
gonna
had
get
it
away with
for
that.
for Marlin.
She doesn't believe in money. She believes in free trade.
I am a
Here's what you
rogue.
get. This will be
Can I get
for
something
Marlin
other
and
than
Nemo.
orange?
This counts as
Oh,
excuse me.
orange.
a scale mail armor. This like crystal, because it's not like pure just like
Scales.
glass. It is like layered in tempered glass, meant like some parts of it are a little prismatic and how it like shines through. Because of course these are like hollow arcane focuses that most spellcasters would then use. It's just been repurposed for a fishbowl. What you can do though is for the scale mail, so it would be 14 plus your dex modifier for each of these characters. What I will say is this: Esmeralda, you are praying, and you got a 14.
Mm-hmm.
You get the slight feeling like greater good.
Oh boy.
That's what I'll give you. I won't give you everything your goddess is texting me, but
Oh, please, I want to know
Who
so
is
bad.
with her?
I
this is a lot of you. It's
I
like
know,
starting to
these
load
are-
up the
yes,
supplies.
no,
Like
no,
you're just
no,
in front of the
no,
market, and so it's that like you're inside just the front door, just looking.
Could
Just like
Nemo also like have snuck with her?
I will say, Nemo. Nemo, you're here too. Make me the same check.
All right.
I was also gonna say, because I was kind of near Nemo, and it was a joke about the sushi, so I feel like I would have gone with him to be like, hey,
Hey,
I wouldn't
bud.
have actually, like, you're a person.
You're a
kid.
sentient person. I'm
He's a
not
kid.
doing it.
Wait, this is religion check.
Yes, it
Do
is.
all fish talk?
That is a
Oh,
19.
wait, dude, none of you guys have money?
Nemo,
I have all of them.
you get a slight.
I was gonna say.
We'll get to this role play in a second because this time you thought it was a dream. You just hear, my clerics must needs be ready for the greater good.
Huh?
As
I
unfortunately,
look around.
Planning on stealing that?
Nick, no check needed because this is your line of work. Your passive instantly be a 19 in
Yeah.
investigation. I'm like, oh, you guys robbing?
Yours is better than mine.
we
let's
doing this?
see. 'Cause I
Um,
am a rogue.
Phoebus, I
and
will say, is not
yes,
here.
you're hollow, sir.
For what? Sleight of
Vulnerable.
hand?
Bonus
bludgeoning
No,
damage?
here's the deal. So
Uh,
if I was
my
up
sleight of hand
next
is
to
plus
Nemo
9.
and Esmeralda and everything, when he says, "Are you planning on stealing that?" I'm just gonna like poke
Alright.
my arm and like see if there's
And I'll
space
walk
inside
off.
of me, and then just
Kind
be
of
like,
like just keep check.
look at the
August.
like stuff she's looking at.
I just told Esmeralda I'm gonna go and steal it. Can I go in and pay for it?
Yes, you can. All of you see, it's not like, our thieves getting in there. Nick, if you want to buy 2 packs, it's 60 gold, 30 for each, but you can buy Nemo and Esmeralda a full
Nemo
clerical
size?
starting kit. Well, it's more like you would drop a lot of the ingredients into the bowl, like
Sprinkling.
Here, take some of the sage. It helps in this kind of spell. No, don't eat it, Nemo. But Nick, in a heartwarming sense, you can definitely.
I definitely want her to think that I'm gonna steal it though.
Yeah. Oh no. You go in. You look shady, sneak around everything. But I will say no technique because you're not really doing it. You pay the gold. Slip out. Still looking, and you can add in these clerical packs. You have now any supplies for the spells that you guys can perform already. Up until 4th level spells, honestly. It's of course when you start getting insane stuff, 5th up, you're gonna start needing to find those gems, those specific types of plants. It can get really pricey as a cleric, unfortunately. But as of right now, you guys are pretty set.
And they didn't see this, right?
So
you guys
oh yeah,
My
no.
passive is 14.
Well, because you guys would assume, he's gonna sneak in and steal it, and you don't want to be witnesses, so let's move away. Yeah, you can just walk in and pay. I like that. That's pretty cool. All of you have now seen this. Is everyone then ready to go?
Yeah, no problem. Just another day. You know what I say? I throw away the receipt.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
What have you eaten?
I assume nothing is.
So
come
what
from
exactly do we
go, I
get?
stole.
So this will be most of the spell component items. So when spells require stuff, components. It's something where clerics get a little more intense in these kind of campaigns, where it's you want to cast this kind of spell, but you need a holy leaf and a droplet of sacred water. And so this spell, up until about level 4, can start covering a lot of these, including some of these minor gems. So when you get to Revivify, you have 3 already.
But Nemo's level 1.
Exactly. So as of right now, you already know most of your
cleric 1, yeah.
right. As
I'm
level
level
1 clerics, it's
Level 1 game.
quick
Level
stuff.
cleric 1.
Okay.
Ready,
Uh,
cleric 1.
Ready? Cleric 1.
At some point,
Or-
it doesn't have to be now, but I do think I want to talk to Barbosa since he recognized me and be
Yeah.
like, "Why
You know
is
my
so
work."
frozen? What is going on?"
Ooh.
But we can do that later if
We
that's.
can, I will say, as you are all getting ready, slowly getting on ship, bringing stuff up, Achilles and Kid have had a chance to stretch their legs.
If he does, could it be right as I'm attempting that thing that I...
Yeah, because you had texted me
I
too.
have one last thing about temples.
Yes.
I know I have I have a symbol of Zeus with me from the whatever place
Mhm.
from the thing. I would like to find a temple of Zeus. Any remnants?
You can make me a religion-based investigation check.
Okay.
So it'll still be like your normal religion. It'll be those kind of modifiers, but in using it.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Oh. Good
Oh.
stuff. Good stuff.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Um,
That's dirty 20.
30-20.
Gusto. Yes.
We will get to this in a second because this is a bigger thing.
Okay.
We will actually, again, all of you are starting to get on the ship now. We will quickly then, for Gusto and Barbosa, again, Barbosa, you're starting to do a bit of meditating prayer on the ship. Gusto, you see this because, again, this dude did not strike you as the praying kind. And so it's weird when you're
very religious.
Bringing onto the boat, starting to look around, and the dude that looked like a full privateer pirate is suddenly kind of on his own, just over the railing, just hands clasped.
I think I walk up to you and I just go, "I wouldn't imagine you to be the type to get seasick. We're still in port.
Well,
Air
this isn't seasickness. No air sickness. It's just sickness that needs help. But, anyways, I'm still a little bit confused as to your predicaments, but
Me as
it's
well.
good to have another member aboard the ship.
Thank you. I had a question for you.
Of course.
You seem to recognize me,
Of course. I
and
mean,
you seemed to be familiar with the end of my life, I suppose. That's
Keep going. Thank you, chat.
Hold on. I had a question. Because Gusto traveled around the world learning multiple cuisines, could he have possibly come to Shipwreck Cove one time when I was a boy?
I will say no. Unfortunately, that you travel major cities, like respectable.
5-star restaurant. I'm going to other 5 stars. Sorry.
Well, I heard stories from other men who traveled and heard about your fine dining.
I'm flattered.
Wonderful. Sadly,
Is Gusto
Are
gonna
you-
fly away in the wind?
are you?
I have my
No.
frying pan.
Raise him
My
down.
body's like flapping, but the frying pan's like.
We use you as a kite.
Yes.
Perfect.
A fit sail.
Reconnaissance.
Well, are you in a position to a mentally stable one right now? Would you say?
A mentally stable one right now.
Come back and ask that later.
Are you doing well?
I'm as okay as I
Do you want to
can
rip
be.
the Band-Aid off?
Yeah, about me or about you?
About you.
Yeah, that's what I came to talk to you about. Why are all of my foods and why is my face being used for freezer food?
Freezer.
It's written. Someone might have altered it, but the physical body of the human chef Gusto passed away around 10 years ago. From what I've inferred, his soul might have lived on through Godward,
I am
so-
me.
Exactly. So it might be that you have some unfinished business. Maybe to continue cooking. Get the 2 stars back.
Never stop.
Juice.
Oh wait! I feel like I just.
Uh-oh.
That was kind of a thing.
No, it is tradition. I understand.
Hold back.
But
This is not good.
August
do
is
you
just
know
getting
why
all giddy
there
over here.
is my face and my food?
All of you are about on the ship at this point. Mike, as they're talking, you see something moving across the rooftops. What interests you, though, is this is a slightly teal with purple polka dotted thing.
We're just having everyone back.
As
Family reunion!
you see this coming forward, please give me an insight as you see this. Nat 20. His eyes are glowing red, and he is frothing at the mouth as he is bounding towards the ship. Everyone roll initiative!
Hold up!
Much worse than.
Can we prepare first?
What does
who
Barbosa
said
know?
no? Here's what's about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got another 5 subscribers. That means a random enemy has appeared. I rolled a natural 20, meaning it's very story specific as this random enemy has appeared. We're gonna quickly go. I don't even have everything.
Where a challenger approaches.
It literally is. It's a fun thing we do here at the Nat 13. Every 5 viewers or every 5 subscribers, random enemy pops up. It could be good. It could be bad.
I'm sorry, guys. I just subscribed.
Why? Okay.
Hey, if it
I-
weren't for you,
I-
you wouldn't have Sully back.
I subscribed. I saw like confetti, and then August just went like, "Ha!"
So-
I was like, "No."
Can I react?
Yeah, so you will get the reaction on the Nat 20. You will not be surprised by what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And you also-
19!
Ah!
Here's what we're gonna do.
Nice.
Nemo, Gusto. I actually don't have everything perfectly in, so we're gonna have to quickly add that. Gusto, Gusto, how many hit points do you have currently?
I have 53.
53. What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
13.
Nice.
Nemo,
Wait a minute. Are you?
what's your AC
He's
and
fully
HP?
naked.
So my AC is 15, my HP is 11.
Hit points 11.
I'm sorry. What?
What? Nemo, Gusto's in there. Nick, everyone.
Keep it your ball.
Terry. He's
I'm adding that to the list. Keep
Terry.
Add it
Terry
as-
has pretty
yes.
good.
Add that as-
AC
No,
12.
no.
Okay, so it's not like an actual Disney.
Here's where we go. Let's go around real quick. I will start with Nick. Nick Wild, 18. Mike Zowski, you're next up just in this thing for me. What'd you get? You're good. We'll come back to you. We'll say Phoebus, you're next up on mine.
14.
14. Esmeralda.
18.
18. Gusto.
4.
Nerds with high dexterity.
Mike.
21.
21. That's gonna be very helpful. Marlon.
Marlon got, what was it, 15.
15. And Nemo.
Nemo got
I think you might have skipped
8. Oh, no. Nemo got 15.
Marlon got 8. We'll just swap those real quick. Barbosa.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I still like the idea that he's in his class.
Terry. Terry got an 11.
Stop it!
And
He's like
Jack's
flopping
below
back.
decks, but he is still in the initiative. 15. Ooh, that's pretty high. And here we go, Sully.
Not the stairs, Nemo. Not the stairs.
How late in the evening is it?
This is midday. Fun fact.
Has anyone else noticed him?
No, because this is something Mike noticed. This is something that Mike, like, it's that, and it, like,
It's like,
hey,
that's
wait,
a
is that
problem.
something I know? Oh, that's something I know. That's someone I know.
That's my best friend, and this
that's-
is a problem.
Thank you so much, my good man.
Rabbies.
Why?
The rabbits are
Alex?
coming.
You know,
You
I
are.
almost subscribed last time, and it probably would have done the same thing, except I wasn't there, and I was like, I'm not gonna be.
Please don't tell me
cruel.
you would have been clawed for all of the.
Might as well.
Random,
subscribe.
again,
Right
a
now.
random enemy joining in, and maybe enemy, I'll change the word enemy. It could be good. It just depends on what
He's
happens.
frothing at the mouth. I don't think it's good.
This is not good for you guys.
Screw it. I'm subscribing
Mike,
just for the heck of it.
I'm sending the initiative tracker to the group
Ah,
chat.
it's a furry.
Oh
Says
no,
the
it's not
furry.
furry.
I'm adding that to the list. I mean, I have
here we
says
go.
the fish. Now we have says the furry.
Letting everything continue onward. Mike, you are first to act in this surprise round, which is just you and Sully. Because you saw this and got a nat 20, which successfully let you in on the secret. What would you like to do here?
So,
Might
just
not.
a quick insight on him, like knowing that he's frothing at the mouth, red eyes, charging at me with
Murderous
like,
intent.
murderous
Yes.
insanity. But can I just tell that from a glance?
Yeah, very
With a nat
easily.
20.
With a natural 20, I'll give it. Yeah, no, it's terrifying because you're like, yeah, Sully said he was coming like a month ago, right before even everything with Facility. Oh, is that my friend? Oh, that's my friend. Oh, that's my friend. All of this going
Oh,
very
that's
quickly.
an anti-tank rifle.
Oh,
That's an anti-tank rifle. Yeah. So, what
One
would
of
you
my
like to
favorite
do
scenes of
here,
all time.
Mike? And in a moment, we'll crack the window because even I'm getting warm.
That's a spicy meatball.
Honestly, I know he's a pretty big, tough guy.
Very
and
big
if
tough
he,
guy.
If he gets to me before
You're a beach ball.
anybody else, I'm kind of just like, ah, crap.
You're a bouncy
I
ball
remember when
again.
he bullied me in college for a little while.
Oh, when he bullied, that was him holding back as bullying, and
Yeah.
that still was hurting.
Yeah, so I'm just like, shatter.
Oh my
You
god.
love
like,
him.
Because I'm just
You,
like,
break the gangplank or something. Like we're all on the ship.
he's on the rooftops.
He will
Guys,
reach
my friend,
the
you
ship
were
on
fun
his turn.
molested.
Oh, okay.
Destroy houses.
He'll reach the ship and might make a
What the
surprise
fuck?
attack on one of you on his turn. Right now, he's still like coming. Shatter.
Just
Yes,
like
big
it
noise.
takes you a month and you're insane.
He's gonna make a Constitution
Dude,
saving
this is
throw.
solely and it's a con save.
That is a 22. He succeeds. So he will take half of 3d8 thunder damage.
Is there a possibility of adding that subtract bardic now, or
As a
is that too
reaction,
late?
I feel like it would have to come first because it's a reaction you can do before the roll happens. Is the official thing. So yeah. So yeah, for further rolls, definitely. For this, it's like crap. He already succeeded. Cool.
So I feel like we're just still having this
Yeah, no, we're
conversation
still
about
definitely
life and
talking,
death.
Just being like, what is
Oh,
going
but
on with
that-
the freezer foods?
Honestly, yeah,
Shatter
that
is
life and
for
death
noise
itself
as
is
well.
Oh,
Because
yes.
I'm just
act-
like,
and
well, I look around, don't see anybody. Hope this helped.
Oh, my turn. Literally, I feel like I'd
I
activate
will
my
give
forearm
you
strength
this.
to show you, like, I
You
mean,
are
heck,
shattering. All of you
Oh,
here,
right, there's no moonlight.
shattering across. I will give you this. With that nat 20, you are going first. Everyone before Soli won't have the surprise rules. That's clever. You know, just kind of like queuing everything in. So everyone else will be in this. So Soli will still reach on his turn, but everyone can now take their turns as normal. There will be no surprise round, basically.
Yeah,
So how much damage do you take?
15 divided by 2.
50 by 2. Sweet.
Oh,
7.
okay.
He is 7, and that is just magic there. As you see, boom! Like, fur explodes off of Soli.
Yeah, he's naked.
Frothing and red eye still forward. He is running up. So that actually makes Phoebus, you are next in the initiative. Esmeralda, you are on deck.
Wow.
Phoebus, you hear this explode as Mike has just centered a spell off on a rooftop coming at your starboard side. This creature is about 30 feet away.
30 feet, you say?
30 feet, I said.
Well, I only have one thing that can range spells, so I'm just like, well, that's unfortunate. Sword still sheathed, pull shield out, and just ice knife.
Ice
Elsa's
knife.
cool ice knife.
Yeah!
Elsa's cruel ice knife coming
Let it
at
go!
you.
Let it go!
Make me that
Damn
range
it!
spell attack.
14.
Hey, this is Disney.
This is Disney.
14
Hey,
Only
hey,
Dick
hey,
Wilde
hey,
is
hey.
allowed to swear.
14 does not.
I mean,
hit.
technically, I can
Make
swear.
a dex save.
Oh my god.
Technically, I can swear
Oh,
on you.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
you
But who here can't get away
Um,
with swearing in their films?
He succeeds on a
Us
dexterity
two.
save as well.
There's the word
The
hell
cursed
in mine.
humans.
Please
The
take
swearing
5
gang.
cold damage that's already halved.
That's gonna have again. He's so he takes 1 point of damage as you
Good
boom,
job,
boom,
babe.
boom explodes
I
by
love
his
you.
Resistant.
He doesn't even like flinch as this knife just explodes, frost shattering through his fur as training eyes on all of you, lunging forward.
Action
Oh
surge.
crap!
What is that
As
thing?
you level up,
That's
you get more blasts.
Sully.
Alright.
Because
Your best friend?
at level
No!
5, you get 2 beats.
That doesn't look
So I'm
very
gonna
best friend
action
to me.
surge. So he's 30 feet away.
Yes.
Like
How
you
far
Mike
off
and I
the
were
ship?
playing Mike Wazowski.
Off the ship,
level up, man.
30 feet
You
away.
gotta level
But with how you're positioned with the storefront, there will be like a 10-foot jump.
No, wait,
the last 10 feet.
So
you'd
if
have
I get
to
right up to
be-
the edge of the ship, he's 20 feet away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Careful.
10 feet away.
Or excuse me, if you get up to the
Looks
ship, he's 30 feet away.
Oh, 30 feet away from the edge of the ship.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I should have clarified that. 30 feet from the edge already.
I'm just gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at him then.
Sweet.
Where
Doom, doom,
did you
boom.
get that from?
I've had it the whole time. Pulls it out of the side of.
You actually
I
have.
have.
Here the
I just-
whole time.
That's
Hello.
18 to hit.
18
the coldest in
and
pool
18
jail.
hits exactly.
Interesting.
Please take 7 damage piercing, not magical. Do what you want with
7
that.
non-pierce, 7 piercing. It is not magical.
Let's not kill him.
Boom,
You
boom.
cast shatter on him!
You see the crossbolt hits directly in the chest. Boom! Pings off. You know it hit, but you see that this creature has something magical going on.
Well, damn it. He puts the
Can this
crossbow back
thing
away.
be scared?
Pulls out his sword and
Oh.
would like to position
Oh,
himself.
I
Who's
mean,
closest to
That's my whole
this charging,
tactic.
rampaging
It
beast?
costs me nerve.
Who's closest right now? Technically, Mike and Esmeralda were the
Wait,
closest on this
weren't-
side of the ship.
Sick. I'm gonna go stand
Yeah,
right
Gusto
between
and I,
them.
we were
On
at
the other side.
Right between them.
Weren't we?
We were at
Correct.
the edge of it. We were on one of the sides.
The nose of the ship, if I recall correctly.
Sorry, and I'm trying to pull up my battle map as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Random enemies do throw me for a loop.
Come on, DM. You gotta be
I
prepared.
know. Don't worry, I have the ship already. I even have Soli's token already. So
Oh,
yes,
wait, we were gonna
Phoebus,
run into
you
Solis.
just come up, ready yourself with these two
Yep.
as well.
That's supposed to be your best friend.
I don't know what happened to him.
We were gone for a month.
He was supposed to be there.
He's gone feral.
He's gone feral.
Should I add that to the quote book?
No.
He's gone feral.
Don't add that one.
Touching children doesn't do that. I hope you know.
Touching children doesn't do that. That's
What?
going in.
Don't add everything. No,
Sorry,
you're good.
touching children doesn't do that.
All right,
You got it.
Here's what I will say, Esmeralda. It is your turn. You are at the edge. This creature's 30 feet
How
away.
far away is Nemo from me?
Nemo, 10 feet, because you guys were kind of, it's
Cool.
on the starboard side bringing up all the supplies. Like, you guys aren't, like, terribly spread out.
It's okay, Nemo. I'm sorry, he's a child, and
It's
I'm
okay,
like scared
buddy.
for this poor thing.
Okay, and your name was?
Marlon's also right next to Nemo.
All right,
Yes.
so I'm going to use Emboldening Bond.
Ooh.
Are you a peace domain too?
Yeah!
August, why did you allow this?
Because it's cool!
Yes!
And because you both did it separate of each other, I'm like, alright. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Keystone making me so busted.
I know!
You're a cleric now?
No, Nemo is.
Oh.
No,
Marlon,
Marlon.
I renounce
Marlon
my
is a
Marlon
damned
is
soul.
very much damned for
Can
all
you
intents and
imagine
purposes.
multi-class warlock cleric?
With blood under. Yeah.
I-
You and I are damned souls. We're not getting out of this easily.
No,
No one
yeah.
We
said
just have
the
a
cleric
pact
had
with
to
what you
be
worship.
of a good domain.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh.
right.
Death clerics are a thing.
Undead clerics are the best. They can
Here's what
double
we're gonna
damage,
do.
double damage whenever they want.
Anyways.
Like, you're
I'm
cheating
going
on your
to. I
patron
doesn't
with like a
necessarily.
good patron.
I think it's not. I don't
Are
have to
you
touch anyone.
cheating on me?
Crack the window.
Yeah, make
Could you
that.
crack that window?
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna flavor it as such. I'm gonna be like, goodbye,
Shelby,
sweetheart.
that
I'm
was
gonna
your
slap him on the back, and then I'm gonna slide over to Nemo, and I'm gonna tap his ball. And then
I'm not putting that in.
I can
Yeah.
do three. I can do 3 people.
Yes.
I'll stop myself. You all can now add at least one D4. You can roll it. It's basically like getting bless. You get a D4.
Ooh.
Yes, you get a D4 with that bless coming in there. Good stuff. You still have a bonus action if
I
you
do
would
still
like.
have a bonus action. Bonus action. I would like to hide.
Go for it.
Wouldn't. Oh yeah, this is why a telekinetic feat is really good because you get invisible mage hand.
That is. That's
Terry's
17.
there. 17.
Sorry.
Um,
That you can cast mage hand as bonus action.
Let's see. Passive.
You can push yourself away as bonus action.
The 17 does not pass barely. You can
Yeah.
tell as you there's a lot of cannons on the ship. You duck down below, start drawing out weapons, start bracing yourself as this thing is still frothing, sniffing the air, seeing all of you.
It still sees me.
Still sees ya.
Dang it.
It's like
Um,
Jedi mind.
With
Someone engage it!
someone please do something.
Charge! Come at me, you son of a gun.
That will make Nick Wild's turn.
Dang, y'all
That
got
makes
good
Nemo.
initiative.
You'll be on deck.
Okay. Do I think that I could stab this person?
Pearson.
This thing, sure. I mean, go for it.
See, that's what I mean. Do I think that he's immune to stabbing?
The crossbow just
Where's
bounced
the
off.
initiative?
You're not sure why. This is a common crossbow with a steel tip, and so it's that shoot. I have steel weapons. Is that good?
Can I make some sort of check?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. It's kind of that magical base. What's up with this thing?
19.
19. That's pretty good.
I
Um, All right, this thing, things that are immune to weapons, it's usually because either they're magical or because there's other properties. Nick, you've dealt with things like this before, especially when you have to unsavory deals. There might be a certain thing that can hit it. If it's oh, something isn't, so what's the thing that does? And I mean, this thing isn't a crazy magic. This is as far as you've heard, this dude's best friend. It's another monster from down below. So what hurts Mike? What hurts this thing? This is not normal.
I wish I could intimidate it because that's what most of my abilities are.
It's that yeah, something's going on here.
Alright, so I'm back at square one. I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna grab some rope, and I'm gonna tie it around the edge so that wherever he jumps down, if he starts moving towards us, he trips over it.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand. Start to get this trap set up.
I'll be using my entire turn to do this action and fast hands.
There we go. Sorry, game board ready.
Oh,
Yo,
why
nice
is he so
picture.
big?
He got a fist.
He coming in.
Could that go with the list? He got a fist.
He got a fist.
Hmm.
Here's what I will say, ladies and gentlemen. What'd you get for you?
25.
Where's
25.
Chef Gustav?
You've
That's
got
what
a
I'm thinking.
pretty good.
He's so big.
You know,
he is in the second dimension.
What's the word I want to use here?
Should
You
have
know,
one
like
dimension.
whatever. If this thing comes in, it's gonna slow down its movement. Like in a big way, and especially because it's got like enough of a jump. It's on a rooftop that it probably can jump into that. Save it be like nat 20 across, right?
Can I hold my action, be a distance away to just crossbow bolt it as soon as it gets within?
Yes, you may. You can take that like half a step back. When this thing gets in, it's here. 10, 20, 30. Awesome. Nick, that's an excellent turn then. Nemo, that is you. You now have that power coming from Esmeralda. Poof, that D4.
Yeah. Okay, so since Esmeralda is hiding, does that mean
You're
I
on deck.
can't engage with Esmeralda anymore?
You can actually. The hide didn't really work again. So
I
if
kind of like slid behind a cannon and I like slipped and I like hit the deck and I like cursed and I was like, don't repeat that.
no, it's small shot.
So yeah, Nemo's gonna swim up to Esmeralda. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of wanted to help you too, and I'm going to do emboldening bond on you. As
Wait, I
well.
already
You
did
get
it on
3 people.
myself.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
so I'll
you can
say
get
I
it
did
twice.
it on.
Darn it.
Okay.
I did it on Mike.
I could do it.
Does it?
Alright,
does
go
it-
I could do it on Mike.
It can stack if you have 2 Peace Domain Clerics because you can only use each of them once a turn.
Mhm.
But you can use them
Oh.
both on the same roll or on separate rolls.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you
Okay.
could stack it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
So up to 2 willing creatures. So I'm gonna do it on Esmeralda. Then I'm gonna swim up to Mike and go. So he's your friend, right?
He's not normal.
And he's trying to hurt you. That's not very nice.
It's not normal.
I'm gonna also do.
It's
emboldening
not normal.
bond.
That's
It's not.
That's
one,
not
it's
good.
Normal.
This is not a normal.
So you have 2 d4s and you have 1
Let's
d4.
go, guys.
yeah.
I'm just like,
Once
this
a
isn't
turn.
a 2319.
He's clump. He's
2319.
so
What's going on with my friend,
This is
and
an
why is he doing this?
8113.
And then bonus action.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Sanctuary.
Uh,
Part of her story.
can I make some kind of check to see if
Sanctuary.
Sully's like singling anyone out?
8113.
Yes, you may. That's just a free check. Give me that insight of like, crap. There's a lot of us on here and one creature currently.
That's a nat 20?
This thing, while looking at all of you, it's like making that eye contact of like looking around. It keeps coming back to Mike.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Mike.
Sanctuary. You cast Sanctuary on Mike. Good stuff, honestly.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Good turn. Mike, you have the effects of that Sanctuary spell. Dang. You, if attacker harmful, make a Wisdom save and I'll fail. You choose a new target or lose the attacker spell. Dang.
So yeah, they're
Sanctuary.
gonna have, Sully's
You're
gonna have
lucky
to
I didn't
save
use
on
that against Frollo. I wanted to.
and it
It's,
fails.
yeah, no, that's good.
Fun spell.
We're not cleric.
I know.
Here we go.
No,
Oh, they
exactly.
must choose a new.
I
Exactly.
wanted to be able to have that
This
spell.
giant bear-like creature is leaping.
Hold on. Isn't it meant to be solid?
You're on deck after NPC. When I say on deck, it might mean there's like an NPC before you.
Sorry.
So,
bug bed.
boom, 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 jumps, lands, he clears with his movement, boom, hits the deck. Barbosa, you see this thing as it lands, all of you, suddenly looking down, because you normally don't look at your feet, wire and rope, as this thing stumbles, it loses the rest of its movement hitting the deck. Nick, as you've successfully slowed it in that rope,
Where
it
did that come
We
from?
wasn't gonna move.
Squirt, I need to use my action
It
search. this
is
round. I got
on deck though.
shit.
It's gonna try something
on this
real
thing.
Can
quick.
I shoot it with my prepared action?
Yes, you can.
Are we killing it?
Does a
What's going
21
on?
hit?
21 hits. Boom!
Alright, and
Teams
that's
off with that crossbow.
46 plus 3.
Does no damage.
Okay, that's what I was worried about.
As boom, this thing hitting in again, Nick. You've got steel crossbolts. This thing might be immune to steel.
Non-magical
or,
weapons.
It's either it's not magic or it's something
Non-silver.
that's not normal. So you might have to look around for stuff. That is so. Sully is going to take an action here. In barefoot. Oh yes.
Is that a bonus action against?
Mike? That's a miss. Gosh.
Is he within 5 feet?
That's yes. He's within 5 feet. Definitely hit.
Sentinel.
Yes.
Sentinel.
Yes.
You have magical weapon.
Nope, not gonna do anything, but I'm still going for it.
Still going for it.
Yeah,
took that
nah,
one.
15. Nope.
15. No. Mike, you start by taking 8 points of damage.
Would that be my?
He's got
So
a area of effect.
the bardic, the minus bardic.
Right.
It was a bonus action.
Yes.
and
It's,
it's 7.
I'm sorry, what?
Definitely still gonna hit on the second attack. On a natural 19 plus his stuff.
Good.
It hit really well. So you start with 8 points of damage, Mike. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
I hope.
If I'd gotten shit, I would have gotten crits on the all the time. Screw it. I'm in action search that way.
I can actually type this thing.
Let me know what you get.
No, wait. I need to know.
11.
Question. August.
One question, save it for your turn, please.
Got
You're
it.
good. Yikes. Mike, you take another 13 points of damage as you are bleeding heavily.
Did you
do the sanctuary or anything?
Oh my gosh! I
Sanctuary.
even had it pulled up on the tag.
Fool.
24?
Is this before I
Sanctuary.
take the damage?
Yes, I will say it before. He's got to make a wisdom saving throw, otherwise the creature must choose a new target, or just lose it. Here we go.
Frothing at the mouth, you can't have great
Wisdom
wisdom.
save. He will succeed on the wisdom save. So,
Would that in turn have the -7?
it
Because
would.
that's before the
He
attack.
failed the wisdom saving throw. Ooh, I'm gonna be mean. He'll legendary resist this.
You know what?
Okay, so still hits.
So yes, still hits. Mike, you are now at 24 hit points.
Wait, do you think he could use that
He's choked by something right now.
emboldening
That's
bond?
the only other explanation.
Would not help. Again, he's just burning through that resist now. I'll let you know, Mike.
It does not,
Your
it
friend
doesn't
doesn't have like
harm.
legendary resistance magically.
It's not-
Something's
sanctuary would do
happened.
nothing other than
I mean, you
accept
already
the
had this idea of
solely.
like something's wrong.
Why would you do that?
Something is now definitely affected solely to a deeper core, as like he's not the kind to have this like crazy magic. You see, as like again, you're cutting words like everyone casting his magic as rippling through the fur, like the purple glowing off the teal. The magic fades as he rips in, bites down hard. With that, oh, he has one more attack. That is going to be attack on Phoebus because you tried that. Phoebus, that's going to hit you.
Ouch.
And it's going to deal you 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution save. That's a natural one. So 7.
7.
Sully looks so happy.
I don't
he's-
like his
He's
eye.
grinning.
I'm gonna get ya.
You take
I'm
another
scared,
10 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
You take. This is blood loss. This isn't a. It's technically bludgeoning, but as just profuse.
Oh, okay.
This thing hit an artery hard as just and blood is seeping fast. That is gonna be bad. That was his turn though. You guys watch. Come on, Terry. Come on, Terry.
Terry, no!
Terry misses both attacks as he comes in, blades kind of whirling as he just both just ripping through the fur, making no purchase though, as missing both times. That makes Barbosa, Marlin, you're on deck.
Question about action surge. does it also apply to bonus actions?
No, just it gives you another action to take.
Could
yes.
I cast a bonus action spell as a full action?
Yes, what spell? Sorry.
Shadow Blade.
Oh, okay.
Also, are we in dim light? It sounds like
It's midday.
It's midday.
Oh, I thought you said late day. Never mind.
Midday.
Got it.
It's the middle of.
Oh, this is
the
not
day.
good. Shadowblade. So you create. Here's what I'm gonna say with Shadowblade. I think that still is a bonus action.
Could I use a bonus action class ability as an action?
No. Sorry, I had to check that. Yes, because it's a bonus action because again it adds to the spell or to the hit you're trying to do.
I'll activate my Form of Dread later.
'Kay.
Shadow Blade, and I'm going to hit this thing.
Okay, it's gonna deal an extra 2d8 psychic damage. Roll to hit.
Okay, modifiers. 24.
24 hits. Please though, your weapon is not magical.
It's magical.
It is magical
Because
now.
I picked up-
This thing's taking full damage here. Go for it.
Yes, it's a non-magical resistance. I need to get another dice.
Yes, you do. As Barbosa, you will have to close to deal this damage. Is that okay?
I'm thinking between Phoebus and Nemo, so that way
Yeah.
if something happens to Nemo, I can.
Because Nemo, you're
strike
technically
out.
sharing a space right now. You're both small enough creatures in this
Oh, yeah.
like crystal ball
Yeah.
that until you want to move around, you're dead.
Okay. Hold on, that is.
Remember,
Oh, wait.
people who have D4s, use them, please.
All right.
Gusto,
I
why
don't
don't you
have
go?
He is so thin, he went into the one dimension. The first dimension.
I'm just sitting there trying to look like I
Turned sideways.
You can't see me. 16.
McDuck. Wait, that's just
26
stabbing, never
points of damage.
I
26.
was talking to Barbosa.
26,
yeah.
16 of them psychic.
Oh right, you were talking to Barbosa,
Yeah,
so you would have
you'd
been
be
down there.
Yeah.
26 points of damage.
16 of them
behind
psychic.
You as a cardboard cutout.
26. For the
That's why you
first
were
time,
able to hide.
you guys see rippling psychic necrotic damage rips into Soli, and you see blood and fur immediately form as this thing roars in pain. Barbosa, as you
Does he
take that.
speak?
Normally,
Does he speak? Well,
he doesn't normally have magic
normally not.
or legendary
Barbosa,
resistance
he is going to take then
What's
a
that?
legendary
or crazy eyes.
action against you.
I know what that is.
Good night.
Please go ahead. That's going to be a blood curdling rule. Okay.
Is that Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, he's making a. He can't do his normal bite. Dang it. Okay.
If he's gonna yell.
That is going to be. That hits Barbosa.
Okay, how much?
Barbosa, you take 15 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
As this thing just rips through you with its claws. Marlon, that's your turn. Gusto, you're on deck with that going on before the end of the turn order.
Why does Gusto only have
So
NPCs?
Marlin, in a frenzy of
'Cause I
I
had
don't
to
want to
just
lose
add him
Nemo
quick.
again, he's gonna go, quick Nemo, we have to run, follow me, and he's gonna use his movement to run away
Are you
without realizing that Nemo did not move.
You take an action to run, so he's
Wait,
going to
action
opportunity
to run
attack
or
you.
Well, not disengage. I'm just gonna use my movement to go back.
Yeah. You leave his area. He's going to take a swipe at you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can really.
But his reaction's gone.
With Sentinel. Fair. Can't do it.
Hey,
He
alright.
goes in. You see Phoebus. Boom! Shield up as you start
Wait, no,
rolling away.
if
That's
he hits
not-
his
that's
reaction's
not how-
gone. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
excuse
what
me.
I was saying. I already used my reaction to try to hit him
He's
and I
saying
failed.
Soli's reaction
Yes.
is going to be gone after this.
Yes.
After
Why
this.
didn't you correct him? I'm just kidding.
I both Logan and I looked at each other and like, what's he
Rules
doing?
Sorry, how
lawyering
it
goes
actually
two
works.
ways. You
Yeah.
gotta
Marlon,
make sure that second it
you
goes
take
one way.
9
then it's
damage
gone.
as cracking into
There
this
must
ball.
be
Boom,
Boom!
equilibrium.
Boom!
I'm joking.
You can roll away those successfully. How far do you want to go?
Just next to Nick.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
So.
Nemo!
The thing with Sentinel is he can't move if I hit him with an opportunity
Yes,
attack,
that's-
and he can't disengage from me.
And so I'm right here. Okay, now we're just next to friendly Nick over here, and Nemo, get back here! And he's like distracted, seeing the big scary monster. Going,
And seeing me just summon
Are you
psychic
guys not on
blades.
the same bowl?
No,
not
they
anymore.
bought one for Nemo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will imagine it's just a little
So
bit smaller.
now I'm going to
Yeah.
try to get him away from Nemo and the rest of my friends and do
Yes.
2 Eldritch Blasts.
Excellent. Go for it.
Eldritch
Nice.
Blast.
That's a nat
Bonk.
1 on the first one.
It's not gonna hit.
And that is another nat 1.
Welcome to the
I take an
club.
opportunity attack.
Marlon, you are freaked out. You guys see dark, boiling blackness just hurl out randomly off into the sky. As trying to hit this
Welcome
thing,
to the two
but
nat
your
ones in a
son's
row,
in
club.
danger.
I got 2 nat
Again.
ones with advantage.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
That's happened to me
Um,
before.
Oh my
I've
gosh,
turned around a better life.
Marlon, I think that's yeah, that's your turn. Shoot,
Well, I have a bonus action.
What do you do?
you do have a bonus action.
I'm going to cast Blood Curse of Bloated Agony,
Ouch.
and I'm going to Blood Maledict it and enhance it. Amplify it.
All right. Shoot. Let me put that in there.
He's going
Gosh. Which one are you using?
We
So
don't
sorry.
want to kill him. do
Blood
we?
Curse of the Bloated Agony.
How are we
He's
gonna
going
Bloated Agony.
Angry
There we
go.
boy.
go. Creature. It's gonna have disadvantage
I'm not sure
on
first if I
strength
didn't
and and
take it today.
dex. How much damage do you take though from
So-
emboldening it? Or
I have.
That's
person.
1d4, so let me do
1d4,
that.
yeah.
Do be
That would
angry.
actually work.
Good. If he's charmed.
I also have this bonus.
Where are my
Which would be amazing.
That would
Actually,
work better.
Unless this
Yes.
is something that we don't know.
but if it's a higher thing, you need to
It's
make
a
a check.
disease.
No, like if it's not magical.
I take 1 point of damage.
I don't think it's
1
not
point.
magical, but if it's not, then that's
It's possession. It's another thing.
Marlon,
possession
you take 1 point.
No,
That's
that's
under
something different.
That's another creature inhabiting your body.
Soli is looking
But what creature could?
bad.
Oh no.
Bad as in.
Oh no.
mad.
Oh no. I have fear. I have genuine fear. Because possession is another creature, right?
So
Possession is more easily capable if your first body is destroyed or gone or forming. Mordu was still forming.
No, he wasn't.
Shanyu
He's
was
got
still
his
forming.
body.
Exactly.
Shanyu is what I meant.
Shiny wouldn't be like a feral.
here's what's gonna happen.
Mordu.
So
Had his body. Yes.
dang it, that curse
Still
sucks.
forming, still forming. Like it was still visibly weak.
It's disadvantage on strength and dex checks. That actually includes attacking when it used, because it's a strength and dex based thing. And takes 1d8 necrotic if it makes more than 1 attack during its turn. Yikes.
Nah. Did you amplify it?
Yes, he did. That's
Nice.
Come on.
nice. Sorry, I'm just adding
Let's go.
another quick tag to Soli. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now. It doesn't feel great. Messenger.
Mike,
Marlon, that's your turn. Gusteau, bringing up the last in the order. It's you. You see again this creature slowly like inflate, kind of like you, but you see like cringing in pain as just this is uncomfortable. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look at it and be like, let's calm down and cast reduce on it. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 16 is the save DC.
Oh.
Con save of 16. Here we go. It succeeds.
Okay. So yeah, I try casting it. It doesn't really work. And then Mike is definitely the one who's taking the most damage, right?
So far, yes. Mike's already looking really bad.
Yeah.
Both of you are bleeding out hard, but Mike took a lot of those first two.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look over at Mike Wazowski, and just, yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just casting Healing Word.
Cool.
I don't know what I would say.
Just,
so let me just roll.
hmm.
So you get 6 hit points
Don't
back.
die.
Don't die.
Mike, you're back at 30 as some of the blood staunches magically as you see Gusteau, this like ethereal
Frying
Pointing
pan.
my frying pan at your wound.
as just grease and oil seeps out into the wound and it heals.
Smells like fried chicken.
It smells really good suddenly, like man. Gusteau, is there anything else you would like to do?
That is my Well, hold up.
But it said goob in the group chat.
Yeah, no, those
That
are,
was the
that's,
edgy
that's,
kid we
That's
fought.
action and bonus action. So
Yes.
that's it for me.
You already fought
Um,
the edgy kid.
Here's
I
what I
have
will
another
say
theory.
then. How sorry, chat has pointed out reduction, you know, like how you reduce onions and garlic, but unfortunately this was a tough veggie to crack.
Indeed.
As this happens, Soli's going to take a legendary action.
Ah.
I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
He's gonna try to intimidate. If I'd done my form of dread. No wait, even then
That's the third nat 1 on the Marlin dice.
Welcome to the club.
Marlon, you have already done so much. This is fair.
You're right. You're right.
I gotta you gotta fail sometimes.
That's 14 from Gustav.
Okay. Once everyone
19.
has everything,
Okay,
please let me know. Did anyone roll a 20 or above?
None
If
of us were
only
playing
I
golf.
had my form of dread,
Cool.
I would be.
Did
immune
anyone
to
roll
this.
a 16 or above? 1,
Yeah, I did 16.
16 for
Nemo.
Nemo.
Yeah.
And who rolled 15 or below?
Marlin.
Is there a way for us to get out of this? I'm deciding if I want to use luck here. or
Wait,
You're good.
do I get my 4?
Yes, you do. Yeah, for
Oh,
those that got
yeah.
that
Oh.
bond,
And
please
you can
enter
use
your roll.
both force.
Not like it's gonna make much of a difference, to be honest.
Yeah, I rolled a
16.
If only I had my form of
Oh,
dread,
I
because
have
this
two?
is so.
So-
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
you use
Am
one
I
on
within
yourself and
range?
Nemo
Okay,
uses
I
I
one.
should
know.
have
Use
done
lucky.
my form of dread, then I'd
Maybe.
be able to this.
Alright.
Now it's a 7.
Now it's a 7. All right. Okay. I love that. Good heavens.
That time I got exactly 15.
Barely.
Wait, I needed to get 16, right?
You needed to get a 16.
Dang it!
So, who did not get a 16? I think it's just Marlin. These 4. All of you, Soli lets out a blood-curdling roar. All of you feel deep within you fear incarnate. All of you now have the fear condition.
Nemo's not scared. He's gonna touch your butt.
I should have
Touch
done
them.
form of dread because that would have just said
fear
no.
spell.
You are now frightened.
Okay.
Crap.
This guy's legendary actions are insane.
Yeah. He's.
Why did you subscribe?
That's what you get for
August, why
subscribing.
wasn't it
So sorry.
something else scarier on a natural 20?
Because story-wise, this was the next best thing. Oh no, I can't be that mean.
No,
I
yeah.
can't be
With
TPK.
as
No.
much action economy cheese as we have, we're not
No.
enough to make this a stir fry.
No.
So
No.
you guys have the
There
friend
we
condition.
go.
So does Marlin. Barbosa and Mike, you guys are, and Nemo, you 3 are fine. So remember, you will have disadvantage on ability and attack rolls while the source of fear is within your line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to this. Do that as you will.
That's alright.
That makes the top of the order.
Marlin can't come closer.
Marlin cannot get closer. Mike Wazowski. That is your turn, my guy.
So you're afraid of it now, or?
No.
Wait, it has
I like
a lot or a
Yeah,
little?
Mike, you
11.
succeeded. You're doing fine.
Okay. Who all got fear?
Basically, everyone except you,
Voice.
Barbosa, and Nemo. Oh, wait. Terry? Terry failed.
No!
Wait, Jack? Oh, he's not there. Ah!
I hate that boy. Why is he?
Is
My
he
monkey.
in initiative order?
He is, but he is far enough away
My
that
monkey.
it does not affect him. Oh, Jack, your monkey, fails or succeeds
What our
with
buddies
you.
do for
Yeah,
Like-
because he also is
Yeah.
form of dread permanently
Nobody's at
thanks
the
to
helm, that's where I'm
course.
going.
Okay, I want to hop. Wait, what is my thing?
You may hop.
Just, you have options.
You the illumination film.
Okay, I want to kind of move
Sonic the Hedgehog
Past
movie
to
is
get
just
to,
video game hop. Changed my mind.
Phoebus and Esmeralda.
Kind of like over the cannon.
Yeah.
So you're
and,
not
like,
leaving the opportunity. It's just
yeah,
not
I
like
just
moving.
want to like try and like get within where I can just like tap both of them. Since I would halfling nimbleness allow me to be in the same kind of space as Phoebus to get both of them.
I'd say yeah. So it's like you and Phoebus. Mike has now come like right between your legs, and that like duck under
And I'm just like,
No, it's just like touching the like bottom
Yeah.
half of like, okay, boom, cast the spell.
just like, you guys, he's not that scary. And I just like
He's horrible.
tap both of them and use twin spell to cast calm emotion on both of them.
Sweet.
I failed purposely.
Oh. Interesting. You can make me
Wait,
yeah, so
am I
yeah.
supposed to
As in,
fail? I'm so
They
confused.
To get calmed.
yeah, they want to fail. To
I know, I'm sorry. I was being facetious and funny. Did not read well.
I'm really confused.
You guys, boom. The condition ends.
Perfect.
Hey,
Good
he's just
stuff.
kind of fluffy.
He's very
Welcome back
fluffy.
to the fray.
When you don't mind the froth coming out of his mouth, he's a fluffy old guy.
Yeah.
And the
So-
bloodshot eyes.
Very.
I
And
wanna
the
hug
blood
it.
boiling in his skin, causing blisters.
Mike, yeah, that's just moving everything. You still have bonus
Thanks.
action if you want to bardic. Help. What?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. This is fine.
I'm gonna send a bardic inspiration
Gotcha.
at probably Gusto because he had. Because I saw him kind of just like freaking out before this fear even happened, and I was like, "Well, that's not useful." And then I saw him actually like healing people, kind of like doing things, and I was like, "Okay, we need more magic."
Yeah,
And
it's
I
not
was
like
bardic. Hopefully help him kind of.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Mike, you cast that bark. Gusto has it. This is my college days. Jack Sparrow
Went to
will
college.
not appear.
Aw.
My hair.
Phoebus, that's you. Esmeralda, you'll be on deck.
No! Jack can't help. The hell?
Phoebus.
Phoebus looks over his shoulder. How far is the helm?
Phoebus, the helm from you is about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 feet.
Okay.
I can do it.
Huh. I could do that. I could do that.
Actually, yeah, Nick with Rogue would actually be a huge help getting there.
I'm also a
Okay.
rogue.
Marlon
Yes,
could
but
also
also-
do it with his.
Someone get to the helm. We need to restrain him.
Oh!
And then
It's
I
like
would
I
like
could have
to.
done that if you guys weren't freaking out.
Yes, I
Trying.
can't. I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
But
Ooh.
I can.
You're 95.
As a rogue.
You're
Exactly.
95.
I've.
You're 95.
Oh, I thought you were in his
Exactly.
attack range
I'm
for a
90
moment.
feet.
Never mind. You're safe.
90 feet.
All right, so that's 6 hit points.
6.
Alright.
Excellent. Phoebus, you
Sure.
heal up. You're at 43.
I have
Second
something.
wind.
I might have a thing.
And then I would like to
I might have a thing.
attempt to be my heroicness that I always am.
I can cast heroism. If
Tell
you
us
want.
more.
No, that's So
Please,
knowing
I
it's not
wanna
going to
be
do
here.
anything, but knowing what I can do if I hit, I would like to strike him
Gotcha.
with my sword. Can I like roll over the cannon with my shield, like do like a shield thing over so I'm flanking with Terry?
Wait,
yes, you'll be able to flank
would
with
that
Terry from
mean-
there.
That
That
was
we're in a
easy.
bullying triangle of
You
Terry
want-
Barbosa and Phoebus.
Hey, what about
Nemo.
Go
No,
for that.
Phoebus
Go
is
for
flanking with Nemo. Phoebus flanking
Oh,
with
yeah.
Nemo.
I
You
will
put
move
one
to flank
foot
with
on that
Barbosa
butt.
actually because I do have enough movement. I will flank with Barbosa.
Hey, gotcha. Yes, you can. Give me a brief athletics. You just don't roll terribly low. Just getting over the cannon stuff.
14.
Yeah. The halfling nimbleness helps you
I wanna
because you're
hop on
just
the
naturally
tables.
used to moving in and around. For a human, it's like that. Okay, step over the cannon, roll around.
Very
Yeah.
good.
I'm used to moving
Right.
in and out.
So
Okay.
do I get advantage?
Yes, you will get advantage on this.
I had practice being
Can
solid
you get
roommate.
the- Can you get the
I'm gonna roll the d4 for
That
fun
scene
because
from,
that's
I'd
a
be
natural
fine.
20
monsters where they're just like
You go.
Wrestling the
with
pig.
a total of
Wrestling the pig.
27.
This thing cannot move now. You guys watch. As Sully comes around, claw coming in, full shield. Poof, you just solo this using that sentinel feat. Poof. You can't hurt it, but this thing isn't moving. It's not touching anyone. It's not doing anything.
And I would also like to mark it with unwavering mark.
Boom! You have marked him as well.
What does that do?
I am your target.
Meaning, already he has disadvantage, but trying to hit anything but Phoebus is going to give him more disadvantage.
Yep.
Esmeralda, that makes your
As in
turn.
you're doing
Nick,
double
you're
disadvantage,
on.
or-
Don't
Sick.
really like. It's more just like he's definitely
It-
not
it's
gonna
just- yeah,
hit
it's-
unless it's Phoebus, and even
I'm
at
in
that.
30 feet of him, am I? Yes.
So anyone attacking
Oh, it's
him
more
has
like
advantage.
anyone has because
do
already
not
the
necessarily.
bloated
Oh,
is
yeah.
giving him.
You're 20 feet
No,
away
I need
from
to know.
Phoebus.
I'm
But
talking
if
about
he
30
tries to
feet
hit
away
anyone
from
else,
Sully.
then on my
Oh.
Yeah, you're
turn
flat.
as a
Yeah.
bonus
Away
action, I can
from
hit him
Sully.
again.
You're like
Not
10
gonna
feet
do
away
any
from
damage,
Sully.
but-
Like
Sick.
you and Mike are kind of like you're not out of its
Sick.
range, you think, but like because this is a large bear-like creature, but you're close enough, Esmeralda.
Alright. I need him to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh gosh. Sure, he can do that. What are you doing it on?
You'll see.
I would love to know.
It's something that starts with a B and ends with an A. It's Bane.
Ooh, I was worried it was a different thing.
Spanish.
Well, that would be
I
She's
don't
not
have
that
that.
high of level
I
yet.
am not
Wait
high.
a
That's
minute,
4th
doesn't-
level spell.
He is going to resist
levels.
legendary, like as you
So that
Oh,
breaks
cool,
another
that means
legendary
5.
resistance
No,
on
but it does
Sully.
burn.
5 divided by 3.
It burns it. It burns
Then I
it.
will do bonus action.
No, I don't think
Behind
it's-
Barbosa.
It's 1. So
I'm
I'm
too
1.
tall.
No, you're not.
Second level.
I mean,
Esmeralda's
You're a
6.
rogue.
She's really tall.
You're
it's
adept
something.
at
I mean,
What do you
you've
mean
got
really tall?
cannons, you've got Barbosa. What I like to do again, flavoring with rogues, if you want to try to hide, we can figure out where that means. Unless it's like a purely
Okay.
flat area, it's like, can I hide behind someone else? There's ways to hide.
Yeah,
Just
even
'cause I
if,
think-
like, rounds are 6
Long
seconds, you
boats.
can duck behind
Right,
someone.
there's
They
long
lose
boats.
sight of you. You're coming out of nowhere.
I feel like it
I
really
could-
ruins the rogue class if it's like, well,
Bonus
if you're in an
action
empty
hide,
room,
or I
you're
can
screwed.
cast
Yeah,
Like,
I know that. I know
Alright.
that.
No,
feeling.
you aren't
I
casting.
can cast guiding
Ah,
bolts
that's
on
right.
an enemy.
Yeah.
And
So,
then next time
do you
advantage
want a
on
bonus
rogue
action
tries to
hide?
sneak attack, it's like, he can't sneak attack.
Sure.
Sure. Go ahead and
He's
roll
on
a
a
hide.
horse.
There's
Get a
places you could duck
They're
behind right now.
Yeah. He could have hid under the horse. Yeah, I'm
No.
actually right next to it.
No, he
That's a 7 plus 6.
he sees ya.
I
Same
keep
here, I'm
slipping
gonna
on something.
say.
Nemo!
No, you're channeling
You
the
spilled your
energy
cup
What?
earlier.
once every 7 days.
This madhouse battle of like, let me try to hide. Slips on Nemo as you try to get around.
Ah!
Oh no.
I'm sorry!
The boy. Esmeralda, that's a good turn though. Trying this, breaking that legendary resistance.
Can
Nick,
I actually have slipped on him and like hit the boat? So I'm like now tumbled like inside of the oars.
just like tumbled in. Sure.
Thanks.
You're still within range too. This thing is crazy long arm. So sure. That makes Nick. That's your turn. Nemo, you're on
Alright.
deck.
To activate the helm, does it take like any actions?
It
Or
does
anything?
take an action.
Oh, you
So
can get there.
I'm not gonna get there anyways this turn.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna get there, but I'm not gonna be able to use it. So no matter what, it would be next turn. Can I drop off the sleep dart?
Wait, while you're going, Marlon's like, wait, take me with you.
Oh! I grabbed Nemo!
That's Marlon.
And
I
I
grabbed
moved 90
Marlon.
feet to it.
That's an
Marlon.
object interaction. He's a tiny creature. And you move 90 feet. Cool. You're like about 10 feet away from the helm, and so, because perfect. I mean, it's going to be that full action anyway. I forgot to account for the stairs. That was my bad.
Oh, okay. Climbing thief.
Oh yeah, cool. You're at the helm, but so on your
Marlon.
turn.
Marlon.
Here we go. Nick, great turn. As you guys watch, Nick evades and scoops up Marlon as Claw boom comes over the head and just starts
Football.
booking it down the length of the ship, up the stairs. You are at the helm. That makes Nemo's turn after some NPC work. That will be Hector on deck. Nemo, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Nemo's seeing like a whole bunch of big old things just going around, almost stepping on him and stuff like
I'm
that.
sorry.
It's okay.
You're so small.
He's going to see that Mike is very like damaged. He's gonna go kind of in between Barbosa and Mike, if that's all right. Because
Yeah.
he's small. Yeah.
He's tiny.
Tiny creatures.
What size you want it?
Fun. I'm a
Small.
Iago.
I'm going to cast
high.
for
Fly
my
high,
bonus
Gilbert.
action healing
Fly high.
word onto Mike.
Woohoo! Keep healing up Mike.
So that
Roll
is
into
a
difference.
D4 plus.
We learned from last time. Don't let the healing.
Yeah.
That is
Don't let
4
Mike
da-
die.
4 health points.
That's what I keep joking.
Hit points, yeah.
Don't let Mike die. We already learned this. The hard way.
Mike, you get 4 hit points back. You're at 34 hit points. Get him pretty back close, actually, up to full. Mike's now looking much better. The blood is really staunch now. Still those, like, puncture marks, but is that, like, okay.
Saltwater brine and oil.
And then I have a question for my actual action.
Yes.
Do you think this would, like, the spell command, would it work on him?
Maybe. You have to try it. Wisdom saving. It's a wisdom saving throw. I mean.
But like, he would be able to like take a command, even though he's
Legendary resistance.
definitely not.
No, but if we
of
burn
mine.
those off.
Well, command doesn't cause any status effects. It's impossible to be immune to command.
Yeah,
Okay.
because command because it's one word, like jump or sleep or like, and it's not
Or
perfect, but you
Diablo
know,
Bar.
flee,
Declare
halt,
independence and
drop,
German.
like. Even if you're charmed, your mind still has to enact upon that because you're
Or
you're
you
not
could just say-
taking over it. You're just like, do this, please.
You could say
Pretty please.
So I do have a quick question for your sake.
Yes.
When you said I was bleeding out, was that something that was just the effect on that one attack? No. Did I not take more damage on my turn?
Not on your
Okay, that's
turn.
why I was
It's if
checking.
further things
I was
happen.
checking if you messed up, and I was like, "Do you need to damage
Oh
me?"
no.
Okay.
Like you guys, like it's bleeding, but like
I love
you're
this
good
weapon.
enough to stop. But
Love
if something hits you again while you're
Oh,
already
But
bleeding,
also on my turn, could Nemo make an Arcana check to see what is corrupting Sully?
yes, make a free Arcana. I love that.
I do.
That's probably not going to be good. 12.
12. Shoot, magic. Nemo, you and Gusteau actually have this unfortunate thing of you're fresh back in the world, and it's like, wait, how does this work? Like, yeah, it's magic. This thing looks scary and
You gotta
possessed. and
learn.
Mike is saying this isn't normally his friend, but it's hard to immediately tell what's going on. Hey, we got people in the chat that are gonna host our live on their channels. Hey,
Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
it's being hosted. Well, thank you. So yeah, it's hard to tell though. But you could try a command though. Just to
Okay, so I'm not going to try to do command on Sully per se. I'm going to try to do it on the thing that's corrupting it, if that's alright. Drop.
That's too
Box
much
up,
level
dude.
1 cleric. Come on.
Box up,
You
dude.
speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. Can you command through a possessed creature to?
Box of
I
Doom, the luck
see
check.
into
Box
your
of Doom.
This is a box of doom luck check. Yeah, I mean,
Box of Doom.
All right, here we
Box
go.
of Doom. Box of Doom.
Nemo dice?
Eyes are the
Nemo
window to the
dice.
soul. Wait.
You
Wait,
have
do you
Nemo
want
dice?
a tiny
It's
one?
just the same as
Ti-
my
ti-
box.
Tiny,
ti-
tiny
ti-
Nemo
ti-
dice?
Baby, baby.
Baby
The
dice.
baby
for
dice.
Nemo.
Here we go. I'm gonna say this on a 11 or higher, just a 50-50. Sure. Like I don't see why not with the
Eyes
spell and
are the
everything.
window
Command
to
to
the soul.
command something
Yes.
through a creature because that's all points. It's
Baby,
baby
dice.
dice.
Baby dice. Baby dice.
Big
Uh,
dice.
it's above a 10?
That's above a 10.
That's
Baby
what.
dice!
What was the
That's
roll?
It's a 12.
So he
It's a
still
12.
has to roll for the
You're
command.
the command will still have from whatever's commanding this creature. Now I have to pull up those stats.
Question,
Oh!
DM.
Yes.
Is this thing surprised by the command hitting it out of nowhere and therefore can't legendary resistance?
No, because
You
it's
can't
like
Wait a
legendary
minute,
resistance
I
if
still
you're
think
if you're surprised,
Oh, really?
Yep.
yeah. And so I'd say it's not that it's surprised. The
Shut it.
magic is coming through, but again, this thing is commanding
Okay.
it. It's not.
It's actively commanding it?
Yes.
Okay,
it-
never mind.
If this was like, oh, let's just send it off to do something. This is in an active
Yeah, okay,
scenario.
perfect.
I'm still
Um,
afraid as to what's evil.
It's got to make a wisdom saving throw or follow the
Swear
command.
it's for the
And what is the command you would want
I
to
fear it's
do
more.
to this thing?
It's not more due.
He
He has a
so
body.
it could just be any one word command I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, the only thing is it can't be like purposely harmful. With command, you can't command something to harm itself because again, we innately try
Suicide.
to.
We
Right?
can
No,
get
it's like
creative with it.
we're not gonna
No,
try
not
to
just
hurt
be-
ourselves.
Slip and slide. Sewer slide.
So,
Sudoku.
what are you thinking?
Vegetable
Okay.
seed release.
Yeah, release could also work. I was just going to say stop, because that's just something Nemo would just say as a kid.
Stop? Yeah, like stop a spell effect.
Stop.
It's got to make a wisdom saving throw. This is Box of Doom.
Like-
Because you're trying to end an encounter through a level 1 spell that might work. Here we go. Can Nemo command whatever's controlling Sully to stop?
Nemo, Nemo,
August is like,
Nemo, Nemo, Nemo.
Good timing with the music.
Oh yeah.
That was, yeah.
I feel like August is some.
Nemo, you look through the red, through everything. This is a friend. You know this isn't a bad creature.
Of course.
You see
Fish all friends.
something cold behind the glowing red eyes. Dark, black, humanoid, staring at you. What do you say in that one word?
Stop. Could while I'm looking at him, could I make a history check?
Go for it.
Nemo.
That's going to be a 13.
Lucky number
13.
Yeah.
As
13's be treated as.
you're not sure what these eyes are. Humanoid in appearance, but as Sully's turn was about to start, and as I was about to totally just start murdering everyone, the eye stopped. Mike, claws inches from your eye. Mike?
Can I? I feel like I'd still be
Punch him.
on edge,
Release the blood
and
curse.
I would cast dissonant or not. Yeah, dissonant whispers.
Oh,
Gah!
put him right back in that, like...
As Sully dropped, boom, claws over the ears, all of you standing, we're out of initiative.
Woo!
Good job, Nemo. You just
Let's-
see a thumbs up from the bottom of the boat.
Bardic
Wow.
inspiration.
That's insanely cool. All right.
Wait, you're a bard now?
No.
Oh, I was like,
Wait.
All new classes. Wow.
That is
Am I
just
the
no-
only one to stick to
Oh, we got a
actual
new
path?
powerful ally.
It's
You were already...
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not
He
gonna
failed.
go anymore.
Fun fact: when you don't have the cool buffs from like being possessed with this thing magically juicing you, you're not great at stuff. Sully's a dude. He's just a furry dude.
oh
no.
I put that
He'll
in.
take
He's
a
just a
full
furry dude.
3d6 psychic damage.
Deal, psycho.
As you see, just what's going on? Where are we? Who are these people? Ah!
I like start going over and I
Hey
would
guys,
start
how's it
kicking
going?
him in the shin. You shut up and you start trying to kill me.
Does like nothing. He's
After-
too kicking.
Just
I'm
like
sorry,
a
Mike,
wet
we're-
green leg.
Listen, Mike. I think you might be telling the truth.
Where are we, Mike? What, buddy?
You're supposed to show up a month ago.
I was looking for you. Where were you?
I forgot something in the hall.
Oh, you're good. As Sully looks at you, just
Does
really
he get my
freaked out.
sending messages like right now?
All
It's
pops
like when
in
you're
front of
phone's
Sully.
eyes and then you get all the messages
It's,
at once.
yeah. Have you ever been on airplane mode? It's literally that. As
Yeah.
something was stopping the send, it was
He's hearing
forcing
even
it.
more dissonant whispers.
As Sully looks down, just
It was like we are in town in 2 days.
yeah.
Like a
Like,
logbook.
hey, we're here. Where are you?
Hey, yo, what's up?
I can't see you.
I go to the helm.
You go to the helm.
Marlon's gonna
Uh,
go rush to Nemo, see if he's alright.
Go
You.
back up to Barbosa.
I'm just gonna-
So what is up with the freezer foods?
All right. now that we're out of this.
I'll explain it shortly.
Temple of Zeus.
Templos. This is we're going to be ending with that. Actually, is what
Yes.
we'll say is Sully. Mike. Sully's looking. He's looking scared. You've only seen this a couple times in your life of this big guy who's been your best friend since college. He looks so freaked out as he just Mike wipes his mouth, looks his head.
Release the blood curse. Release
God.
the
Just
blood
like
curse.
Marlon
Release
releases
the blood
his
curse.
tongue
Yeah.
on his head.
The top of it is you see just. Did I? Oh, Mike.
I kick him again, and then I cast calm emotions and cure wounds.
You cast. You see just.
I also
I'm so sorry.
Do twin spell and like hit him or hit Phoebus with it.
Phoebus
too.
was one of the others that really got hit.
Yeah, sitting on the like leaning against the side of the rail, just like
Calm
Thanks.
How much?
I feel like
do
I
you
just
heal
felt a
for?
little bit.
not healing word.
Bit out my mouth.
Um,
From the previous episode.
I'll let healing word.
When do I get non-fear?
Cure wounds.
It lasts for a minute. After a minute, most of the rest of you just like, take a deep breath.
Oh yeah,
It's
and at
like,
that point,
Can
my
I
shadow
pet you? I
blade
know that's a weird
dissipates.
question, but you look really fluffy.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
I just want a hug.
They 18 and 18.
18.
And if you need more, I'll.
Oh wait, that was the wrong button.
All right, freezer foods. You know how voyages you
Freezer food.
salted
I
meats
see you
and
go.
hardtack stuff easily
Yeah, but you
preserved to
won't
pull
like
up again.
hugs.
Um,
You look like you
Freezer
like a
food
hug.
Phoebus,
is
you're
that
full.
for the common
Um,
man
I'm
No,
still
I
holding my
understand.
arms out
Why
to
is
Sully for
my
a hug.
face
Sully,
and my-
because you're associated with good food and expensive products, and for whatever reason, people are using your face now that you're dead to sell
Sully
their
does
products.
not do anything with
Capitalism is a horrible system.
with the magical healing on both of you. As you start magically healing each other, the bleeding does stop. Is what you're seeing out of combat, like because this was a magical heal. The blood staunches completely. Sully doesn't hug him for. You see, he's more just like on his knees again, just like not doing anything. Just
Okay, I pat him on the back and I cast Cure Wounds.
Nemo's going to swim up to Sully. Hi.
hey there, bud.
Wait a minute. Could Sully roll a history check on me? Cause there was a toy of me in Boo's room.
Oh my gosh!
You're right.
Fun fact: we've yet to reach Boo's arc
Oh,
in
yeah.
the normal.
This is
Masters
before.
Inc.
This is before.
Yeah.
It's a before. Mike, you just see Sully is calm emotion helps. He is in severe, just like shock and panic.
Oh, I only had Cure Wounds.
But you see, it's just that like, are you guys okay? I didn't
Nemo's also going to cast Cure Wounds on
Yeah.
Sully.
heal him up.
That's 4.
I'll cast calm emotions on my.
That's 7.
On
Claws, fear, bane.
you don't have that much. Took me a second before I clicked on your character. And went, you don't have this.
7 on Sully.
I still have like teeth marks in my head as everybody's like going up and.
Sully's
killing
back at
Sully.
full.
Just like
I'll just like rub my hand over your head and you cast Cure Wounds.
As
Everyone pass around the healing drink.
this happens, you see just.
So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, wow.
I didn't.
Oh yeah.
It's like Mr. Clean.
I should.
Like, do you know?
I don't know what's going on.
What is the last thing you remember?
So it was crazy, you know. At work, everyone was just getting the one over, and Randall was just going wild. We were working triple shifts sometimes, and now I got your message and I came for you, and I snuck in a door and I started looking. He's gonna make a history check.
What's fuzzy?
There was someone. I was in a city. It was a big city. It was a big, lots of buildings. I didn't know though the name. Someone in the alleyway saw me and called me Sullivan. He knew my name. I think it was a human, adult man who knew my name, and then. Oh gosh. You see, because he still's got blood on his claws. And just that.
Prestidigitation, just gone.
Sully doesn't really say much now. You see, just sitting there. Esmeralda,
Yes.
you are looking for a temple.
Yes.
You can probably look for temples on the way out. Like, you're in a flying ship.
Mhm.
It might be easier than, like, leaving. It's that, like, hey, on the way, could we stop? So I will ask, while you guys are sitting here, the supplies are now loaded. This was a insane, just, like, few seconds of, like, crap, an assassin attack, and successfully stopped. But right now, it is very calm. It's like, well, we're back to normal life, so to speak. Who is going to pilot the ship is my then main question.
Phoebus,
Neither.
are you?
Sure, very busy.
I need to continue my business. I'm gonna go below deck and try again.
Until I'm needed.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Until I'm
you
needed
can't try
to
again.
cook
Yeah.
Phoebus, may I accompany
Oh, I
you?
can't.
I've always wanted
Yes, yes.
to be on a ship.
By all means.
Well, we gotta cook.
Before
Yes, that's why that is my whole responsibility.
He's a world famous
As he's
chef
holding a
Cousteau.
frying
This,
full
you're,
chef's outfit.
woo! We just got 2 new
What are you-
followers as well.
So-
Okay.
Stop it!
Yeah, we gotta end now.
Quick end the session. Quick,
Are you subscribed?
subscribe. Everyone, start following. If we can get another one, we'll end on initiative. I'm kidding.
subscribe.
Does
it cost
No,
Wait,
please.
Five of us save it for next time.
Yeah, so I'm just with Phoebus.
You're right.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm
Before he
subscribed
walks
or
off with Phoebus, I'm also like, any information you want to know about the current affairs of our world, you could probably check in our library. It also has like famous people, different things, so you could probably figure out about you.
The ship has an in library.
Okay.
with magic books.
An
I will
indoor
do that.
library?
I
no
still
way.
have to follow them.
And then I take
I've already
Sully
seen
and I
ones
kind of
outside.
just come on, and I like lead him down to the room
How do you subscribe?
and kind of just like grab a hammock along the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
I don't have money.
Actually, I will
I
say,
don't know if it's Jack's.
Sully has slightly shrunk down to more what we would call medium size.
I still need to find Jack and give him a.
Jack has
So-
been sleeping below deck this whole time.
So wait, the thing that controlled
Oh,
Sully
good for
made
him.
him grow?
It was like a growth, like magical steroids, basically.
Hey Nick, you got
Uh,
experience.
But
Drugs, really.
Yeah. So.
yeah,
I basically just like lead him to the room, and I'm like,
I should've
it'll be
used
like college again, very cramped space. Try not to
Very cramped space.
break anything, but I throw up a hammock,
So-
and I'm like,
No AC.
Sully and you fill the room, but you guys are used to sleeping together. As he
Aww.
gets into this giant
Okay.
hammock, boom, cracks
And
the
they
lid
were
just
roommates.
a little bit.
Oh my
gosh,
they were roommates.
You see, Sully's just sitting there. One second, sorry, I just realized my music's off.
I was like, why is it so quiet?
Yeah, weird. Sully looks at you, Mike. Just, thanks, buddy. I could use some sleep. We'll talk again.
yeah.
Huge rumbling snoring.
I
As
feel that.
you feel it. You look again. Sully's now taking up the bulk of this room,
He's
just with
starting?
his body. Even at medium size, he's still big.
This is
But
electric, isn't it?
you see that as he is soundly sleeping, there's that sense of peace, though, of at least you know where he
Right
is.
size.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm just like, hey, Lily, can you watch over him for?
Way to go, superstar.
Thanks.
you give that open prayer to Tiger Lily, like, watch him.
It's like I know you're a homie. Watch out.
He's a homie. Watch out. Phoebus, as you and Gusteau reach the helm, you take control, feel the ship hum to life.
Sweet.
Where is your heading?
Following that
Temple
lucky
of
coin
Zeus along
flip,
the way.
to Sumani City we go.
To Sumani. As you head out in the distance, Esmeralda, you see what seems to be like a temple-like figure. It's got a lot of scaffolding around, but of course, you know, only a month ago, all the temples were bombed and destroyed by these dragons. As you all get closer, all of you kind of coming up to the deck, the wind hitting your faces, starting to see the sails move. Gusteau, you feel these invisible presences moving. A lot of you are now used to this. Is a fun and exciting feeling of like, I'm on a flying ship as things move and shift. Sails roll up on their own as battening down the hatches, the ship starts sailing through the skies.
A lot different than the kitchens.
And
You
fun
like
fact,
it.
there's a whole kitchen on board the ship with a private room there. Fun fact, just no one took the kitchen because I mean it's a kitchen. It's a kitchen room. As you are all flying, Esmeralda, give me a perception check down at this temple.
Hey, August, really quick. I just barely thought of this.
Okay.
Can I buy? I forgot to ask to buy this. Can I buy paint?
Mike got paint supplies.
Mike got like more
Oh,
artistic
whatever.
paint supplies. Are you talking like industrial paint?
Yeah.
What kind? It's not impossible.
Black, purple, and red.
Are you painting your armor?
I'd like you to roll with that with advantage.
Sure. Cool. You get 2-gallon bucket of each.
Perfect.
That's really good stuff.
How much gold does it cost?
That will cost you a pretty 10 gold, is what I'm gonna say. Like, I mean,
That's totally fine.
for industrials, yeah. I mean, it's McDuck Market is good. This is a perception check for you, Esmeralda.
Okay. That is 17.
17.
I have
All of you-
396 left.
Barbosa, you're below deck, starting again, just reaching out to your patron. Marlin and Nemo starting to again fish not out of water but in the sky. It's a strange feeling always. Mike solely asleep below. Gusteau now feeling this brand new inspiration of just wind on your cardboard face. Phoebus, as you command the ship forward, Esmeralda, you look down and see scaffolding in and around this temple. On the head of the temple, where you could suspect that lightning-shaped bolt. We've all seen Hercules, I assume. You know, that very classic with the clouds behind.
Yeah.
The symbol of the god, symbol of Zeus. Is there no more? When this temple was destroyed, you get the feeling like, okay, it got blown off. But what you see is, in its place, and surrounding the temple are acolytes of some sort. All wearing lovely blue and black robes, holding things. You see a lifted visage of a skull atop the temple, as you see people handing out things to the crowd below.
Stop.
Stop!
This ship pulls slowly, that creaking of wood against the magic.
I'm gonna pull a cloak out.
Okay.
I'll be right back. And I'm
Hold
Do
gonna.
you need any
Hold on.
assistance?
Would there
And
be
before anyone can say anything,
there be-
I'm gonna slide down a rope.
Would there be good cloaks? I was about to say good cloaks in Mike's room.
Oh, there's like extra clothing in like the storage where like the food would have gone. There's like cloth too, where it's like if you just need something to like put over your head. Yeah, that's easy.
And then I would like to
Pass without a trace. Hey, thanks. That makes 3 out of 5.
Whoa!
Stop!
If we get 2 more while you're down there,
Here's what I will
do
say.
it, please. That'd be
This is
so
my merchant
cool.
stone, so
Pass
essentially
the tone.
I
Yes, you,
start to look
Nat
more like a
13,
marble.
Nat 13.
you move in and around. As you get closer, you just hear, "Come, accept our Lord and Dark Savior Hades, who will heal this world from the failings of the gods. Come and join us at their wonderful Notre Dame, our mother, the brand new Cathedral of Hades, only in Sumani. Come and join with him and his high priest, risen in his name, Claude Frollo." That's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. We will see you all next time.
What? Did you
Bye-bye.
know this?
I did. Dumbo knew that.